Okay, we're finally live. 32 minutes late, mostly just due to the fact that, I'm bad with time management. Time management and setting up ahead of time. But we're here! Also, I would have started like 5 minutes earlier, but, there was a particular song playing in my playlist, and I was like, ooh, this is a bop. Wait a minute, this might be copyrighted. So, I had to wait for a second for it to finish. Now, I could have just skipped the song, but I didn't want to. It was just that good. Okay. This is gonna be a bit weird because today I'm actually going to be promoting the stream in multiple servers because, one of my friends told me I should start promoting in their server, and I'm like, that's so much work. It's not so much work, it's more so just like, I don't like to intrude. But it is what it is. By the way, I hope you guys enjoy the artwork in the starting soon and be right back screen that we're going to be using for this playthrough. Made it myself. Funnily enough, this was a piece of artwork that I've had on the back burner for quite a while. I don't remember when I made this. I think it was, okay, so the original version was like back in like early 2024, maybe beginning 2000. No, it was probably late 2023. Because that was how long ago I was planning on playing every Final Fantasy game. Well, as many as I could. So I got this on the back burner. Basically, it's me and my friends, Druid, Nexus, although his character is Maluki in this artwork, me and Scar dressed as the Final Fantasy III characters. Oh yeah, we're playing Final Fantasy III today. If that isn't obvious from the title of the video. Yeah, I actually had a lot of fun making the art. I think I finished it like a year ago, so this was pretty much just a long time coming. Also, it's a good indicator for who I'm actually going to be naming these characters. Spoiler alert, Spirit. Alright. I think we've, yeah, despite the fact that we started this stream like 3 minutes ago, the actual time was supposed to start like 35 minutes ago, so I think now is probably our best instance of starting. So, welcome everyone. This is Final Fantasy III today that we're going to be playing. I am actually very excited to play this game because a little bit of a history lesson sort of for me and my Final Fantasy experiences. Final Fantasy III was one of those games that I never had the chance to play, but always wanted to when I started the franchise. So all the way back when I got Dissidia Final Fantasy on the PSP, that was my first instance of playing a Final Fantasy game. And so after that, I was so invested and interested in these characters in this franchise that I went ahead and bought as many Final Fantasy games as I could for consoles that I own. So I got like Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy XIII, and Final Fantasy I as my first mainline Final Fantasy games. And then it pushed from there. Because I had a PSP, I got to play FF2 afterwards, and then I got to play 4 the complete collection, which by the way still is the best version of 4. I've heard that the 3D version of 4 is apparently good, superior even, but haven't played it yet. That's the version I will be playing soon, but that one I haven't played yet. So at some point around that time, I really wanted to play Final Fantasy III. But apparently, it was on the PSP, but I needed a PlayStation Network account and access to the PlayStation Network in order to purchase the game. I never got the PSN to work on my PSP for some reason. I guess I was just too young to figure it out. So ultimately, I never actually got to play Final Fantasy III on its original hardware. However, I did eventually manage to play it on the iOS version. Yeah, I managed to play it on my Apple phone and only got a couple of hours in for reasons I would have finished the game, but I'll get into those reasons at some point in this playthrough. But this will legitimately be my first instance of going through the entire game, because we are going through this entire game. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. We are finishing Final Fantasy III. So with that said, that is all the setup for this game, so let's actually start it. Also, yes, I do have Final Fantasy I on here, but don't question that. Also, because I'm not playing SFT Nocturne today, I can finally actually Alt-Tab and check the audio. Look at that, I can actually customize the audio in real time without having to worry about it constantly muting, so yay! You don't sound as full of life as normal. Hey, Maxie! Yeah, it was a rough morning for me. Had a bit of a health scare, but everything is all good. Everything's good. With that said, though, I may not sound as hyperactive as I usually am, but we're just gonna keep calm for the day. You know, it's gonna be a calm, relaxing stream. So with that said, oh yeah, I almost forgot. Almost forgot one thing. Okay, there you go. There, Maxie. I finally promoted in your server. You happy? Thank you, by the way, for giving me that permission. Another cool thing about alt-tabbing with this game is because I'm playing on the PPSSPP emulator, I am able to control the game while not actually being in the emulator, so I can legitimately just be on OBS and play the game, because let's be honest, this is an RPG. I don't really need to actually see the emulator screen. Also, I own this game. I own this game in some form or fashion. No, I do own the I do own this game. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And you can't question otherwise. This game has an autosave function in the gallery and options. The memory stick access indicator will flash during the autosave. Please do not remove the storage media or turn off the PSP PlayStation Portable System at that time. Gosh, I miss when I used to get these warnings. This is just taking me back to the days of when I was playing my PSP. Maybe one of these days I'll be able to fix my PSP, because right now it's kind of broken. I don't know how to fix it. Oh, also the battery has exploded. Yeah, it's been long enough that the battery actually expanded in my PSP and it broke the case. Good thing I caught it before it could become a health hazard, but yeah, I had to throw that stuff away. And we get HD quality, or at least HD for the PSP, FMV sequence, which was originally on the DS version. So this game used to be on the DS, and I'm talking about the 3D version of Final Fantasy III, not the original on the Famicom system. They, Square Enix decided to completely remake Final Fantasy III for some reason. I don't actually know why they wanted to make a 3D remake for this game specifically. They eventually did it for 4, but I'm surprised they didn't do it for 1 and 2. But we got a 3D remake with actual characters and actual character designs for the main characters. They're not just nameless onion children anymore. They are now children with one personality trait. And see, this is a good reason for why I can now alt-tab and not have to worry about it muting the game, because now I can just turn down the audio because I can actually see the audio level, so ha! I no longer need a 2-screen setup. Also, I want to make it clear, I did like Zootopia 2, despite everything, by the way. I did love it. Oh no, Maxie, I totally get you, and I got that. I knew that the reasons for your opinions about it was specifically because it didn't live up to your expectations. To be fair, I'm the type of person to just go into things with low expectations in general. I have been burnt way too many times. I don't think I've ever really gone into a product with very high expectations, to be honest. No, that's not wrong. That's not right. Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Because before that, I watched Gravity Falls, and I was like, man, no Disney cartoon can do wrong. Oh, hey, look, it's that dungeon that me and Scar and Nexus got stuck in for, like, multiple sessions. Final Fantasy XIV. Which can be available to watch if you go to my channel, that's Spirit Rose. It's a beautiful opening. They made it widescreen, and actually, I think it's 720p. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be 720p. This was the PSP after all. The original DS version was compressed like heck, so being able to see an opening for this game that looks as gorgeous as it does is, I guess, one of the selling points for this. Now, unfortunately, the opening was much louder than the game itself, so now I can actually turn it up. Oh, I forgot about this. The Gulan thus prophesied. The earthquake was only the beginning. I have no idea what the Gulan is. The great tremors that swallow the crystals, the light of our world, only to spawn monsters from the depth of the scarred lane, are nothing but harbingers of what has yet to come. And oh, they'll be coming, all right. They'll all be coming. Something is coming. Oh yeah, something is coming. Fathomless, ominous, and full of sorrow, but hope is not yet lost. 4 souls will be blessed with light, and so it shall begin. Where have I heard this before? Yeah, if anybody remembers my Final Fantasy I playthrough, which I'm hoping nobody does, because that one was antiquated as all heck. I enjoyed it. I mostly enjoyed it because I based it off of a very special thing in my heart. Specifically named all the characters after a friend that was, unfortunately, is unfortunately now deceased. But, you know, that's one of the reasons why I like that playthrough. But to be honest, that playthrough wasn't really all that good. I gotta redo that game at some point. But basically, if you've ever played Final Fantasy I, this game is gonna have a lot of tropes that are very similar to that game. Heck, I would even say Final Fantasy III is Final Fantasy I done right, although Final Fantasy I has a lot of good things to it. So anyways, let's go to the options real quick. If I remember correctly, there are a couple of things that we can change here. Yes, so this game is, in fact, on Steam. The Final Fantasy III 3D game is on Steam along with the Pixel Remaster. If you want the authentic experience from the Famicom days with some quality of life additions, the 2D version specifically, you would go with the Pixel Remaster of Final Fantasy III. If you want the 3D version, which I am playing here, with better quality and better, I guess, everything? I don't actually know if there are any different quality of life additions with that version, but you would get the version on Steam. The only reason why I am playing the PSP version is, well, 2 reasons. 1, because I always wanted to play this version. And this will sort of fulfill, like, an inner child fantasy of mine. It'll be my Final Fantasy. Like I said, I really wanted to play this version when I was a kid, but never got to. The second reason is this version, and I think the iOS version, are the only variants of Final Fantasy III 3D that allow you to switch the BGM from rearranged to original. And I gotta be honest, call it antiquated, but I love the original compositions of Final Fantasy III. I do need to find a good balance for the audio, though, because these are Famicom sounds, so they're going to be a little bit loud. Okay, I think that's good. But no, yeah, this is the only reason why I'm playing this version outside of nostalgia. as much as I like some of the rearranged tracks, especially some of the overworld themes, I kind of feel like the original beats it in some form or fashion. I feel like it really just has to do with just me liking the compositions and the sound font of the Famicom. Although, to be fair, I also have this opinion for some of the pixel remaster versions of Final Fantasy 4 to 6. The Super Nintendo games, I feel, also had pretty good compositions that were kind of muddled. Like, there are some tracks that are really good. Some tracks, I think, were better in the original. But we'll talk more about that later, because right now, we're going to be starting the new playthrough, so let's go. What? A Final Fantasy game before 6? Mind blown. I'm glad you said 6 before, instead of 7, because that's the one that a lot of people go to, or gravitate to. Yeah, 7 is the big one, but yeah, 6 can also hold that opinion. And if you saw the artwork that I made for the stream... Ow, I didn't see that hole there. What have I got myself in? Oh, okay, stop now. I was worried, like, it would just keep going. If you saw the artwork at the beginning, you will know who this character is going to be named after. By the way, just for people who weren't here. Boom. Made artwork for this game. All me and my friends dressed as the characters. So you know exactly who is gonna be who if you have watched this channel before. Alright, I gotta figure out some voices for these characters. They are a lot more talkative in this version as opposed to the original, where the 4 heroes were nameless and onion children and never spoke any dialogue. So, I didn't see that hole there. What have I got myself into now? Alright, so, despite the fact that they have, personal designs, seemingly different personalities, or actual personalities, I should say, as well as names, these characters are, for all intents and purposes, supposed to be one note. You got the main hero here, named Luneth. You got the, his best friend, whose character trait is that he's scared. You got the knight, who's, I guess, supposed to be knightly and devout. And then you have the girl. That's pretty much it. Don't expect any sort of, like, development. Yeah, sure, they have their own, like, tiny backstories, but for all intents and purposes, despite the fact that they are the main characters, this is not their story. The characterization you'll be getting is from all the side characters, including one that's right there on the top of the screen that I will talk about later. I'm sorry, what? But we have Luneth here, an orphan raised by Nina and Elder Topapa in the village of Forgot those names. Adventurous by nature, his curiosity gets the better of him as he tumbles into a hole created by the Great Earthquake. You could say that we were swallowed by Mother Gaia. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this takes me back. This takes me so back to the screen. I miss PSP games. PSP games were the shit. Oh, you said 7? Oh, I saw 6. Sorry about that. Yes, that's the numerical version of 7. Okay, in that sense, yeah, that makes sense. I was legitimately surprised you said 6, because despite it being popular, not a lot of people still reference 6. It's in the same vein as all the previous Final Fantasy games. So, we are naming this character after my friend Maluki. Is he supposed to have 2 Ks, or is it 1 K and 2 Ws? Oh, I forgot. Screw it, I don't think I'll mind. Maluki, that looks wrong. That looks so wrong. Dang it, what is it? I know he's on Discord. Friends list. Discord. No, that's right. I don't know why I feel like it's wrong, though. That's weird. Maybe it's because I'm looking at it from the lenses of, like, PSP quality, but doesn't matter. This is now Maluki. the dragon-loving, purple-wearing, silver, dragon fucker, I guess. Yes, I brought dragon up twice.
These aren't dragons. Well, I guess I better kill them.
So this is, if you're used to the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy games, or even the PS1 Final Fantasy games, you would notice a distinct lack of the ATB bar, the mechanic where each character and enemy has a bar that builds up, and once it gets to the end of the bar, you initiate an attack. That was added around the Final Fantasy IV era, the Super Nintendo era, basically to give the battles a bit more of a intuitiveness, I should say. It basically made the battles a lot more interesting than just going through menus and typing your attack, or magic, or guard. So for this game, we're going back to the basics. We can just spend as much time as we want choosing our options. Now, unfortunately, earlier on, we cannot use pretty much anything, so the best thing we can do is just do a normal attack. Riveting. And this is basically the gameplay that you're going to have to get used to. Okay, so added for, I believe, this version and the iOS version. This wasn't in the DS, if I remember correctly. Pressing Shift will activate Auto, which will speed up the battle and allow you to just use auto attacks. I believe it repeats the previous action that you did, which I think this is the first game that allowed you to do that. Usually it's remaster/re-releases that add this mechanic, but Final Fantasy III did it first, so kudos to you, Final Fantasy III. I'm assuming. There's probably other games that did it, but you're the one that I think of the most.
Those were monsters, but not dragons, so I guess I can't sleep with them.
I didn't realize Maluki was a bard.
Why do I get the feeling that this is not a safe place to be?
No. 6? My boy, we call that shit Final Fantasy III in this house. Oh gosh, don't remind me. Yeah, let's not forget, this game, which is supposed to be called Final Fantasy III, doesn't even exist. I don't even know why we're playing this. We're basically playing nothing at all right now. It's weird, talking to people who didn't actually grow up back in the day, or don't even know that the Final Fantasy III that we know now never released in the West, so there's this whole like complicated mess where, because Square Enix thought that like the original Final Fantasy 2, 3, and 5 were too hard or antiquated for the West, they never released them and instead renamed Final Fantasy 4 and 6 Final Fantasy 2 and 3, which confused a lot of people when these games were re-released in later years.
Hey Furry, how's it going?
It's going good, thank you. We're just going through a random cave, apparently, being disgusted by all the orcs because they're not dragons. I want my dragons.
There's something strange about that rock. Press the L button to zoom in, and the R button to zoom out. Press the L button to take a good look.
Mookie, are you saying that to me, or are you okay? Casually breaking the fourth wall there.
Is this Final Fantasy III? That's peak.
Hey, Green. Yeah, this is Final Fantasy III. The OG Final Fantasy III, and not Final Fantasy VI, which is, you know, Final Fantasy III in the West. Well, used to be. Not anymore. No longer do we have to worry about the days where people are complaining about Final Fantasy III being Final Fantasy VI, and Final Fantasy IV being Final Fantasy II, and what the heck is a butts? And let's not forget the fact that we skipped all the way to 7 when we got to the PS1 era. It's like, how many games did I miss? Ooh, a longsword. So for context, I have played long enough. Oh, I guess he doesn't have like a dominant hand or something? Yeah, I guess characters don't have dominant hands in this game. You could just assign a sword to whatever hand you want. I know in Final Fantasy IV, characters have specific dominant hands. Like, I believe Cecil, his dominant hand is right, and there's like only 2 characters that are left-handed in that game. Or no, I think Yang, the monk, is ambidextrous, or however you say that, just due to the fact that he's a monk. I could be misremembering, though. That could be like a completely different version of Final Fantasy IV, because, let's be honest, there's so many versions of Final Fantasy IV. All the mechanics kind of just bleed into each other. Oh my gosh, speaking of bleeding, we're gonna make all these eyeballs bleed. What the heck is this thing? Is this the fabled Manhandler? No, it's not. Oh, I was hoping it was Manhandler from Zelda. Anytime I see a giant eyeball that looks flowery, I always think of Manhandler. My favorite name. So they just skipped to 7 in the West, yet no one mentions how that isn't confusing. Oh, trust me, people mentioned it was confusing. It's just we had to roll with it. That begs the question, I know emulation and fan localizations were a thing in the past. When did the localizations of Final Fantasy... The original, I should say, Final Fantasy 2, 3, and 5 release? I know 5 was pretty early on in the, I think, 2000s? Or it might have been late 90s. Because thinking about it, as a Persona fan, Persona 2 was translated, I think, in 2001 or 2002. Actually, I think I might be misremembering. It might be a completely different game that was translated at that time. No, you know what? It was Shin Megami Tensei 1 for the SNES. That's right. Oh, I guess using that potion was useless because we managed to find some clean water in the middle of a cave. Let's drink up. Glug glug.
Wellspring, what mystifying colors.
Ooh, the colors. And then he just falls into the water. Oh, Maluki. You're so silly. Wow, nice crit. So yeah, early on in the game, there's not really much you can do. There's no magic. Guarding is pretty much pointless if you're using only one character. The only thing that's really worth doing is to just do auto. And you're gonna see a trend of me using auto for the rest of the game. Oh, also apparently a infinite healing spot. The inner cheap RPG fan in me is saying that I should just come back to this cave every single time I lose health so that I can just build up my health and not have to worry about using potions. Ah! Oh yeah, is there a way to save? No, of course there isn't. Because why would the game allow us to save? No! No, there's a possibility we may not be able to come back to this cave. No, my free healing. Ah!
What's that?
An evil creature attacks Maluki. Ah, and the classic Final Fantasy III boss theme. Oh, wait. Oh, I mean, what am I... Who am I kidding? There's not really much we can do against this thing anyways. Well, let's see what its name is. The Land Turtle. I was gonna be scared if they called it the Adamantoise. Imagine if it was the Longui from Final Fantasy XIII. It's like casual Longui as your first boss fight. I guess, you know, to make the player scared and shit their pants. Okay, he only does like 4 damage to us. We can take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh, the inner gamer in me is saying one more turn. We could do one more attack. Screw it. Huh, not bad. Imagine if that got 5. Heck yeah, for potion consumption. Imagine a world where Final Fantasy VII is called Final Fantasy IV instead. Oh gosh, and then they just never dwell on it. It's like Dynasty Warriors, where, because of how... Oh, I forgot! I forgot that auto just repeats the last thing! No! I was, like, proud of myself for not consuming so many potions, and then it's like, oh no, now we only have 1. Alright, well, we gotta restart the entire game, everybody. I don't want to use those 2 potions. No, I'm not that anal. Okay, maybe I'm that anal. Actually, I'm curious. They gave us these items, and the consensus in me usually dictates that when they give us an item in a dungeon, they're usually super effective against the boss. So if we use it against the land turtle, the Antarctic wind. I'm gonna blow some minty, cool, fresh breath on you, and we should have used that at the beginning. Maybe then I wouldn't have been able to use my potion. Maybe I didn't need to use it like... Well, that's fine either way. I guess we didn't really need those potions, isn't that right? Saving is for pussies. Gamers don't save. You wanna bet, Max? Want to bet, Max? Oh, damn it! That ruined my joke. I was trying to, You have been chosen. Wait, I need to get my cup. You have been chosen. Can we cook the chocobo? Oh, I wish. Although, just wait until we get to Final Fantasy XV. I don't know if we could cook a chocobo, but we could probably cook a giant behemoth. Behemoth steak.
Hey, who's that? Who's there? That voice almost sounded very draconic.
Warrior from the land of darkness, you have been chosen as the bringer of hope. Also, I'm not a dragon.
Oh, man. Ah, well, I'm out of here.
Just completely ignores the voice. Oh my gosh, we could sell this to the black market. Then we could buy more potions. Maluki has his priorities.
Is this Crystal talking to me? No way.
Darkness is threatening to engulf the world. When light is lost, the equilibrium will be no more.
What are you talking about?
There are others who share your destiny. You must seek them out. Because we're totally not going to let you form a party in the middle of this dungeon. Yeah, that's right. We're changing things. Those of you who played the original game, screw you. We're doing a Resident Evil 1 here, baby. All the things that you remember doing in the original game, now they're all topsy-turvy. Once you find them, I will bestow upon you our last light, our last hope.
Wait, you said that I was the last hope. Then you have another hope? Then you have two hopes? You have two last hopes?
Stop questioning me, now go.
Whoa, wait, I don't understand.
And you never will. Imagine the game just ends there. That was just a dream. No crystals. No monsters. Just a boy who's crazy in the middle of a field.
Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot.
Look at that sweet JPEG field right there. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, for a DS game, well, originally a DS game that was upscale for the PSP, it's actually not that bad. I especially do like the art style, considering it's, if I remember correctly, made by the same artist who did Final Fantasy Tactics, so, you know, I have a bias. This little white-haired shit ain't fucking me.
I'm back on the surface. What was that? Light, darkness, our last hope, and not a single mention of a dragon. Oh well, what was that all about? Oh well, time to go back to my dragon fanfiction. Best to head home and start reading.
Yeah, so since this is Maluki, he's gonna be obsessed with dragons. I can already tell, because I'm naming all these characters after my friends. They're all gonna have personalities based off of them, too. Alright, we're in the village of everybody! Congratulations, we made it! Maluki, the elders are looking for you. Elders? Usually there's like one elder.
Hi, Maliki. The others went over to the corner of the town. I wonder what the hubbub was about.
It's said that those blessed by the crystal's light can regain their health and even revive themselves by drinking wellspring water. But that's just a myth because that would insinuate immortality. Wait, did we actually go into the well? Oh, we did! Is this the immortality that you were talking about, man? There's a potion, there's a potion. Are we drinking potion water? Dude, our water's contaminated as heck. Not only are there potions in here, but chests. Our water's filled with a bunch of iron particles, apparently. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the village of turning our children gay. The water is turning the children gay.
So you're leaving the whole town's talking about it. Take the potions in that well with you.
What are you talking about? I just went to a random cave and I didn't actually insinuate me leaving at all. It's almost like I wasn't supposed to come over here and I pretty much skipped an entire plot beat. Either that or the village is talking about me in like the worst type of fashion. Wait, what do you mean I have to leave? What do you mean you're ostracizing me?
Luki, I'm sorry, but we all know about your dragon fetish, and I mean, despite the fact that we're turning everybody in the village gay, we just can't abide this ramifications of you loving this inferior race. Say that as Max is in the background.
Aren't those your friends making a ruckus near the far end of the town? Make them stop already.
I don't have any friends. All I have is the love for dragons. You can switch to auto battle by pressing the select button. It's pretty useful, so give it a try. Also, don't pretend like we both have the same voices. But be careful. All it would do is repeat the...
Yeah, I'm glad you told this to me now, game.
So press the select button again to deactivate it when you're in trouble.
Okay, so this is the weapon shop, this is the armor shop, and I guess this is the magic shop right here. Well, before we actually get any of those things... I heard something happen in Kazus village, into the south. The elders were having some kind of serious discussion about it. Though the kids don't seem to care, the little rapscallions are being as racious? Never heard that word before. As ever near the corner of the town. It's totally not because they're all gay now. Hello there, how are you? And happy Thanksgiving. Hey, Rave!
Thank you. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving as well. I had a great one, honestly. Hung out with family, helped them make food. Pretty much got stuffed. Isn't that right, Max? Ignore that.
You can take the items in the storehouse up ahead. They should help you on your journey. Watch out for monsters, Ella.
Why does everybody keep saying that I'm going on a journey? I'm literally just a simple boy from a village full of gay people. Also, what the fuck? Why are we being attacked outside of the village? Literally inside the village. There's literally a house right there, and I keep using the auto attack thinking that it's going to do...
Well, that's 2 of my Antarctic wins. I guess I really gotta get used to that. I'm so used to, the Pixel Remaster games. Or just the other PSP games. Wait, did the complete collection of Final Fantasy IV repeat your actions when you use the auto command? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played any of the PSP Final Fantasy games, outside of the Final Fantasy I playthrough. But I don't remember. You know what? I think I might be having my wires crossed with Shin Megami Tensei 1, because with that game, you just press auto and it just does normal attacks. Either normal physical attacks or normal guns. As opposed to special guns. The difference with special guns and normal guns is nothing. Yay, Maluki gained a level. So, as we'll find out later, levels and job levels are 2 completely different things. Yeah, that's right. We're going back to Final Fantasy Tactics and how they handle the character builds. It's going to be an interesting thing to deal with because I do not remember the whole scope of job levels. Is this the DS version of Final Fantasy III? A close rave. This is actually the PSP version. The original DS version was, the original DS version. But they eventually released it on PSP, only on the PSN, the PlayStation Network, with widescreen capability, better graphics, better models. Everything is all 720p goodness. And they also added the original soundtrack, if you so desired, in the options, which is what we're using right now. I gotta be honest, I prefer the original soundtrack. The only reason why I'm playing this version and not the 3D version on Steam.
There are structures that often hidden passageways in towns and buildings. You'll have to look closely to find them. Turn it like a candle, for example.
Dude, I just see a random candle. Dude, the colors from the candle.
I'm starting to turn Lukey into a surfer dude, apparently.
If you zoom in close enough.
Whoa, the textures.
See that shining spot? Those sparkles tell you that there's something fishy there, or you're probably high, either or. By the way, make sure not to drink the water.
Obtain an antidote. So my inner JRPG fan is right with this game. Always inspect every single pot. One, because apparently the main character's high, as I established. And two, because you always find items for the most part. Alright, so zoom in. This is a new mechanic that they added in the 3D version. I'm assuming this is supposed to replace the whole... I don't know if it was in Final Fantasy III, but I remember in Final Fantasy IV, they were really, really interested in these hidden passageways for every single dungeon, and even towns in that matter. Basically, there would always be these hidden passageways in the darkness of the room, and if you touch the wall a certain way, like for instance right here, it would allow you to just like, well, not in this game, but hypothetically, if this was a hidden passageway, I would just run into the wall and it would just lead into the darkness, and that would just be like a hidden passageway leading to maybe loot or some secrets and stuff like that. I'm assuming that... Ooh, we obtained Cure. Eye drops, nice. A longsword. We already have that. Phoenix Downs. And a dagger. We found a princess in a box? Oh, we gotta return her to Zidane at some point. Okay, well, everything is pretty much fine here. What happens if we... Oh, I see. So we can actually equip 2 weapons on us in this game and sacrifice the shield. Well, if we do that, our defense goes down to 0, and that's probably not a good idea. Yeah, we'll go with what we have for now. When it comes to magic, though... Cure. White, level 1, restore HP. So in this game, you get magic via an item, purchase it from the item shop, find it in chest, whatever. It is an item that you can give to a character to teach them the spell. Now, we're going to get introduced to jobs later. Characters will be able to equip their jobs, a la Final Fantasy I. And depending on the job, they can either use magic or not use magic. So, I guess for the freelancer, which we are right now, we have access to level 1 magic. And I don't know how far. But thankfully, we can use Cure, so we have a way to cure ourselves. Unfortunately, as you probably noticed, MP is very, very small, and in certain sections. There are multiple sections for MP. That is because Final Fantasy III has adapted the original system that it was using for magic, in that there is no designated, genuine MP meter that is like in other games. No, we are using magic stocks, or magic charges, I think is what they called it. Basically, in Final Fantasy I and Final Fantasy III, you had a set number of times that you could use certain levels of magic. In the context of right now, we have 2 charges for level 1 magic, so we can use any level 1 magic that we have acquired, for instance Cure, and I guess two other magics that we could choose, a total of 2 times. And the only way we can get more charges is either by staying at an inn or using an item. Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about the whole magic charge system. From my recollection of playing the iOS version, it wasn't that bad. It was honestly kind of doable, but it did definitely take a bit to get used to. So we'll just have to go through the game with using as minimal magic as possible, which is good for me because I rarely use magic in Final Fantasy. Well, I try not to. I'm very conservative with magic. Speaking of conservative, let's see what the children in this village are doing. So apparently everyone kept saying that these were our friends. You know, this one random dude that totally doesn't look like a main character, and these 3 triplets who are wearing the basic ass gear.
Oh yeah, ghosts don't exist, then go yourself and prove it.
You don't have the guts, you're a coward.
Oh, and here's our coward. With a really rockin' jacket, I gotta say. And green, my favorite color. Ark. What a silly name. Another orphan raised by Topapa, and Maluki's best friend. Unlike Maluki, he prefers reading over Gambling in the Wild. Oh, reading over Gambling in the Wild. Okay. I thought that was like a book name or something. His studies endow him with great knowledge that more than makes up for his shyness. Well, even though this does not fit the person at all, in the artwork, I did draw Druid as Ark. So for this playthrough, Ark will be Druid, and I will be giving him a very unfitting voice that I think will probably get a chuckle out of Druid.
Hey Druid, what's going on? Getting bullied by some random know-it-all NPCs? Man, Druid, you've really fallen.
It's Maluki. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Oh, I guess we're not going to hear what he sounds like.
Hey, wait, Druid, you don't have to run away from me. I'm your friend. Don't you want to go back to my home and talk about dragons all night? You can read my fanfiction if you want.
Ooh, dragons. Spicy. Alright.
I'm not a coward, but I know I have to be stronger. But I can't ask for Maluki's help. I'll show them.
Yes, that's the exact voice that we're going with.
Well, that was weird. Man, it's a good thing that I came out here first and foremost and didn't check with the Elder. Otherwise, I probably would have done all my duties and would be able to hang out with Druid for the rest of the day. Ah, well. Anyways, let's finally go see what the Elder wants.
Is there any, like, collectibles around here? Gosh, I'm gonna be so anal about the zoom-in function, just zooming into every little thing just to see if there's any, like, collectibles that I need to get.
I can sense what has happened to you. You must now heed the words of Elder Topapa.
How many elders do we have in this town? Apparently is a sprawling village. Is that a magic lamp at the top of that shelf? Oh my gosh, they have Diablos trapped in this place. The fiends. HP and MP restored. Oh, I guess we don't have to actually go back to that cave. We can just come back here every single time we get hurt, just make the backtracking, and just heal automatically, so we don't have to use any more potions. Yes, yes, it's like we have our own personal Pokemon Center. Any loot? No? Okay. Any loot here? No? Okay.
Elder, what's up?
You have come, Maluki.
That's what I say every single weekend.
So it is you who have been chosen. You must understand that your meeting with the crystal was not happenstance. Don't ask how we know about this, by the way. Apparently everyone just knows.
Yeah, apparently everyone in the town also knows that I'm gonna be leaving the village for some inextricable reason.
Oh yeah, they also know about the crystal and what you had last night for dinner, and they also know your fan fiction. It was the crystal's will. You have been chosen.
Chosen? For what? I don't understand.
I mean, okay. I'm not gonna chastise the kid for not knowing that he's chosen. I assume he's mostly just asking, like, chosen for what? What is my destiny? Why was I chosen? Why is a crystal just governing all of our wills?
This is a Final Fantasy game. You should know that by now. A long time ago, a traveler came to me carrying a newborn. His face was covered in soot, and his clothes were burned to tatters. The child he carried in his arms was you.
Does that mean that person who delivered me to this village was a dragon?
No, why would you think that? To think, even as a newborn, you were already destined to be chosen by the crystal. You must now set forth on your journey. Take your power, the light you hold in your heart, and use it well.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means or what I'm supposed to do, so I'm just gonna go back home and read my fanfiction.
What do you have to say? Oh, this is Nina. Apparently the woman that raised us.
So this day has finally come. I'm going to worry about you, so promise me you'll be careful. And don't forget to save your progress frequently, too. Yeah, it would be nice if I actually was able to save. See, because I still can't save.
Elder Homak.
Maluki, you must treat Nina, your mother, the best you can. You must know by now that she is not your birth mother, but she has taken care of you as if she were truly that.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, I don't give a damn about any of you. I'm just gonna go now.
So what's the whole purpose behind telling the entire village that I'm gonna be leaving?
Honestly, it just feels like they want me out of the way. And you know what? Fine. I'm just gonna go get all my stuff and leave.
Hey, they even have like a black mage here. That's really cool. Thinking about it, in like the original Famicom version of this game, I'm pretty sure these buildings were the exact same as they were in Final Fantasy I, because like the first three Final Fantasy games reused a lot of graphics. Final Fantasy III sprites are pretty much just the same as Final Fantasy I's, but a little bit touched up. So we have some gil. We could purchase a leather cap and a bronze bracer for Maluki just to give him some extra defense, which, you know, we're going to. I don't know why it's sounding like that's a choice. Funny voices. Thanks, Lee. Also, hello. Yeah, that's the thing when I play games or RPGs, I tend to do funny voices just because, you know, I find enjoyment in doing them. And I'm sure some people find enjoyment in hearing them. Some of my favorite Let's Players just do funny voices all the dang time. Unless it's a game that I'm taking, like, super seriously. Which, like, is rare. Like, yeah, I take things seriously. But, if it's a game that I'm playing for the first time, I won't take the piss out of it when I'm going through like a very serious cutscene. Now, hopefully, if I ever do play a game like that again, I will hopefully not be giving characters like the most unfitting and funny voices. Otherwise, that might end up ruining some really keen moments in the game. I'm already debating on whether or not I should give funny voices to characters in The Legends of Dragoon, because I'm going to be playing that soon. Ooh, a piano. Oh, it's actually playing like an actual song.
Man, I suck at these. How was that?
Boo! Get out of the village! Boo! Oh, this is a dancer.
Why, hello there, Maluki. Watch me dance. Also pay no attention to the fact that I have the exact same voice as your mother. Which is gonna make this even weirder. Also pay no attention to the fact that my dance and the piano is using actual music from real life. Uh-oh, looks like you just got a copyright. There goes your entire channel. No! If you're going on a journey, you have to take some antidotes and eye drops. Hey, would you play me a song on the piano? Pay no attention to the fact that not only do I have the exact same voice as your mother, but I also have the exact same model. Dude, stupid earthquakes. I can't get back to Kana because a huge stupid rock is now blocking the entrance through Nelv Valley.
Can I not talk to the bartender? Wow, I actually can't talk to the bartender. Man, that dude is hard at work. He will not take any breaks whatsoever. You know what? Kudos to him. Man, now I want to zoom in every single room to see if there's anything.
Let me tell you about your current jobs. Freelancers can use low-level magic, but their base attributes are pretty low.
So this is basically the inn that we can stay at. Nice to know. Does this game have a music setting? Oh, funnily enough, Green, that's the whole reason why I'm playing the PSP version. So, the PSP version Virgin? Well, I don't know what Maluki is, but we're not going to question that. Sorry. I hope Maluki doesn't watch this. In the PSP version and the iOS version, there is an option here to change it to either rearranged music or the original music. I specifically chose the PSP version because I wanted to use the original music. Because honestly, I like the original Famicom music more than the remastered, remade ones. And that goes for this game and the Pixel Remaster. The Pixel Remaster, it has a good boss theme. Actually, I need to go back and listen to some of this songs. Oh my gosh, this takes me so back! I have such hard nostalgia for the PSP, so anytime I see like this screen, the save screen, it just like, it gives me so much happiness in my heart. Reminds me of the days when I was just in my room gaming on like Dissidia 012 or Persona 1 for like the longest time. Also, this song, for any of you Final Fantasy XIV players, might recognize this as the leitmotif for Shadowbringers. Yeah, the Eternal Wind, as they call it, is the overworld theme in this game. And honestly, this theme is amazing. It's like one of the better overworld themes in the franchise, and there are a lot of good overworld themes. Oh,
This town is attacking me. Apparently the house came to life, and it turned into an orc. Wow. Apparently my defense is so high that I took no damage whatsoever. It felt like a tickle. Felt even worse than a tickle.
Orcs say, "I'ma shank ya." Maluki says,
Ha! My armor is as strong as dragons. Ah, dragons.
just the zoom in at Maluki as he says,
Ah, dragons.
"The remastered OST feels more nostalgic to me." Oh, that's fair. Let's actually listen to the Eternal Wind version of the remastered soundtrack. I'm actually kind of curious. Okay, there we go. Ooh, nice flutes. It's definitely a lot more orchestral based, I can definitely tell. Like, yeah, it's not bad. But I guess just call me a stickler for the original. I'm personally like a bigger fan of the Famicom version of this game soundtrack. Although, I absolutely love the PSP soundtracks for Final Fantasy I and Final Fantasy II. They did a phenomenal job with those tracks. Final Fantasy IV, the DS/complete collection on the PSP soundtracks, those are great as well. And there are a couple of songs from the Pixel remasters that are good. It's just unfortunate that there's really no way, from what I remember, to change the soundtrack in the Pixel remasters. At least I think. I think they added a version later on, or they added a feature later on, but I don't remember it being in the original release, which is, kind of sad. Hey, Druid.
Druid, it's me, Maluki. Don't be afraid. Do 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 do. See? Don't be afraid.
That's not funny.
Why did you run off on your own? What are you trying to prove, anyway? It's not like we've been friends for years, and I know your entire character, considering you're a one-note character in this game, and I know that you're afraid, and you're probably trying to prove to everybody and yourself that you're not afraid. So anyways, what are you doing?
Let me go with you, Maluki. I want to show everyone that I'm not a weakling. I did manage to come here all by myself. You'll take me with you, Maluki, won't you?
Nah. Alright, if that's what you want, but you gotta promise me, when we get back home, you're gonna help me co-write my dragon fanfiction.
Well, I was gonna do that anyway, so sure.
Druid has joined the party.
And then we're gonna roleplay it.
Okay, that's going a little too far.
Alright, let's check. He starts at level 3. Freelancer job level 1. Luki is a job level 6. So each job has its own level. I think the level increases either the stats of the character when they're in that job, and also I believe gives you more abilities. No wait, you buy abilities from the shop. So I actually think it's really just stats. Yeah, hopefully the game will explain it later. But for now, Druid is not looking too hot when it comes to his freelance job level. Although his stats aren't bad. In fact, he still has... Actually, he has more HP than Maluki. Wait, what? Why is that? Does he have better armor than us? Well, for starters, I forgot to equip my headpiece and my arm piece and my cut piece. Sorry. There we go, our defense is at 5 now, which means it's even better. He has a knife, a leather cap, leather armor. We could have him dual-wield knives! Goes back to the village.
Oh, I'm a scaredy cat, am I?
I kind of want to give him 2 knives, but they aren't really all that powerful. You know what? Long sword in one hand, dagger in the other. He's gonna shank you and slice you at the same time. We should probably get a better, we should probably get a shield for him. Anything here? No? Okay. Alright, let's see what's in this village. Apparently something weird is going on here. According to everybody in our village. But then again, they don't know what they're talking about. Everybody in our village sucks. They constantly complain about us and constantly say that we're going on a journey, even though we didn't even know we were going on a journey to begin with. Hello?
Only the power of the Mixwell can banish the Jinn. That is why the Jinn cursed this town once it found out how the nearby mines were packed with the stuff.
Apparently we got a bunch of stick figures all over the place. And they're still talking.
The Jinn had the shield cave was released by the earthquake and cursed the crystals.
This is gonna be weird trying to give everybody that type of voice, but also make it somewhat distinct. I'm gonna say this is... Oh, no, I was gonna say this was a female, but apparently it's Sid! Oh gosh. It's the Sid of this game. What voice did I give Sid in other games? I actually don't... well, I gave him the gruff voice in Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't remember what voice I gave him in Final Fantasy VII. I think I tried to go for like a cowboy voice, which was weird. And I don't think I played other Final Fantasy games that had Sid for the channel yet. Yeah, let's go with just the basic gruff voice.
Lovely there, Sid's the name. I'm from Canada, but I've been stuck here ever since no welding got blocked off by the giant rock. On top of that, I've got a corpse cast on me, along with these other folks. Don't tell what to rip that I have.
Maluki, we have to do something to help these people.
Sir, if I land on my airship, do your lads think you could help me and these other saps? From what I hear, this curse can be dispelled with the power of the Mithril Ring. Unfortunately, we seem to be out of the Mithril Ring here. Even if we can get the Mithril, Dr. Smith has been turned into a ghost himself.
Oh, so these guys are ghosts. Okay. Then maybe I should do like a ghostly voice. And his daughter, the apprentice, has gone missing. The airship hidden in the desert west of here. Use it to find a way to lift this curse.
Whatever you say, old man.
If only we had the mithril ring that the blacksmith had forged. It is the only way that may banish the Jinn. Everyone's just gonna have this voice.
Anything here? Anything in the plants? No? Okay.
I wonder where the smith's daughter could have gone. I remember her complaining about her training and not wanting to follow in her father's footsteps, and also having a weird Brooklyn accent. I wonder if she has a mithril ring in her possession. So, can we actually just stay here? Oh, we can rest here! We took 2 points of health. Let's wait, we already went to the fountain in the area. Wait, if there's a fountain in the area that automatically heals our HP and MP, then what's the point of actually sleeping in a bed? Roleplay, I guess. Alright guys, let's roleplay sleeping in an inn. You're just kicking Maluki because they're apparently sharing the same bed. I think this is the blacksmith shop, yep. What? How many times do I have to say it? No, I don't have the mithril rings. I want to get rid of this curse as much as you, but how am I to temper mithril as a ghost? Even if I weren't cursed, I couldn't work unless I knew my daughter was safe. It's all my fault. I shouldn't have been so harsh in training her.
I'd say go for it. They deserve to be beaten hard.
Maluki, that's horrible.
I'm always a firm believer for if they can't do it, then fuck 'em. Send him to the gulag.
Lukey certainly has some pretty strong opinions here. Alright, so we're actually not going to go into the mithril mines. I believe if we go in there, there's going to be either some really hard encounters, or it's a whole lot of nothing. So, what we have to do is we actually have to head out of town, and I believe enter into this desert area. This inconspicuous desert area. Oh, we just randomly found Sid's airship. Well, I'm sorry, Sid, we're not gonna cure you, we're just gonna take your airship and leave. Hey, look! It's the girl! Okay, so, I was debating on whether or not to just use my normal voice for the girl, because, let's be honest, because of the artwork, we're gonna name them Spirit. Just as a refresher. That is the characters. I am dressed as the female. Because somebody had to be the girl. I was originally just going to do a normal voice with her, and that would just be the joke, you know. Instead, I have been watching Sailor Moon lately. And I got the perfect voice for her.
Who are you people? What you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. This is Sid's airship, and he's letting us use it.
Oh, okay, just one line? Alright, well, there's my Molly voice, I guess.
I've fallen for an older man, Serena. It's an older man. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, confused. I started pixel art, also I decided something. Ooh, decided what? Oh, so this is, Refia, apparently. I love her outfit, by the way. She has, like, the best outfit in the game in terms of the main characters. Which is probably why I dress my character as her. Raised in Kazuz by the mithril smith Taka, whose rigorous training led her to run away from home again. Apparently she's had a history of this. So she was raised by Taka. That means she was raised and trained in order to eventually fight Itachi, but she just couldn't do it because, like, let's be honest, nobody wants to fight Itachi. So she unfortunately had to leave. And then when we take her back to the village, her father will realize the error of his mistakes and change his name from Taka to Hebi. So, you know, good for them. Good for them. Well, was it the other way around? Wait, I think it was Hebi, and then they changed their name to the Taka, that's right. Anyways, Naruto reference. Naruto reference in the year of our Lord 2025? No way.
I'm Spirit, and I'll have you know that my father and I forged parts of the ship back in Kazuz. So that means you're the blacksmith's daughter? You have to help us make a mithril ring.
Yes, that's the only way we'll be able to lift the curse on Kazuz.
I saw a video once called Reimagining the Slime, and I decided I'm gonna try reinventing mythical creatures too. Ooh, that sounds fascinating.
I can't make mithril rings. I didn't study for that. I didn't want to. I just want to go shopping with my friend Serena. See all the handsome men out there.
Oh gosh. It's already making me laugh.
Swell, I don't think Sid's going to be particularly happy about that news. Wait, I know where we can find a ring. My father forged a mithril ring for the King Sasune a long time ago. He should still have it. Let me go with you. I can't make mithril rings, but I want to help my father and the people of Kazuz.
I think she should come with us, Maluki.
Me too. Slacking off saved her from the curse, so maybe that luck might rub off on us. That's not very funny.
Gosh. I'm sort of devolving into the Valley Girl accent, which is not what I want to go for, but okay. Spirit has joined the party with her Dorito earrings. Alright, let's see what Spirit has here. Apparently 1 point less HP than Druid, but 1 more than Maluki. Everyone apparently just starts at Freelancer level 1. So she has the basic armor, knife, leather cap. Okay. So with that...
All aboard!
We actually are just taking the airship. I thought we were going to wait. I thought we were waiting until Sid was saved, but alright then. Airship travel! This airship unfortunately cannot progress past mountainous regions. It is a ship that can only hover over land, and very small land, I should say. So we have the castle of the Kingdom of Zeus right there. I think that's what it's called. Here's the rock formation that apparently people can't cross. I think for now, we head back into this town and see what we can find in terms of equipment for our other characters. Or not.
I'll wait here. I don't want to see my father, at least not yet.
Spirit has left the party. Okay, I guess we have to shop without her. Let's see, any interesting stuff here? I feel so empty. Curse that gin. So apparently we can't buy anything from this town, which means there's really no point in coming here.
There you are. Let's hurry, chop chop.
Spirit has joined the party. Man, even I'm starting to get annoyed with me.
Alright guys, we're just making a quick stop back at my town. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Don't worry you guys. They had this coming. Not only did they turn all their children gay... No, that's pretty much it.
Starting with the slime as well, doing something different from both the original and what the guy did. Maybe I should follow that mentality too. I do love monster designs, or making monster designs, I should say. Alright, so... I haven't decided the specific jobs for people. Oh, I guess I can't actually buy any spells. We have Poisuna, which is 100 Gale, removes poison. That can be useful. Let's go with one of those. Maybe teach it to Druid. Druid is usually the one that handles poison all the time. Also, thank you for the all messages. I always forget that, but thankfully I didn't forget it for this stream. Okay, so... for Spirit, I'm thinking we should go with what I did in Final Fantasy XIV and make them into an archer. Well, for the beginning of 14. We're gonna buy a bow and we're gonna buy a wooden arrow. Now, I don't know if this is one of those games where you need to stockpile your arrows, but let's test it out real quick. So in terms of my hands, I am right-handed. In terms of my hands. Yes. One.
One!
Let's go do a random battle real quick. I want to test this out. What happens if we attack with Spirit? Will it use up our bow? And will we need to buy more? Also, let's put them in the back row, since they're going to be a long-range unit.
We're here for grinding. We're gonna test on this giant forest, despite it being small in the overworld.
Oh my gosh, he is dual-wielding. Alright, well, that was a waste of time. And we did get a decent amount of experience. Oh, we only got 1 experience? Yeah, that totally wasn't worth it. Basically, I want to defend with everybody and have spirit attack. So let's do a guard, let's do a guard. Spirit, you're gonna attack. Okay. That took a while. Alright. Now let's check and see if that used up our arrow. Yes, it did! Okay, so we're following the Final Fantasy IV mentality of we need multiple arrows, and every time we use an arrow in attack, it consumes it. So, let's go stockpile some arrows. Thankfully, they cost 4 gil, so it's not that bad, but let's just see how much we can purchase. Apparently, we can just purchase 99 arrows. Shoot it right into your heart. Let's go with 50. I feel like 50 is the right amount for now, and we can always just come back later. Come back and try again. We used up all of our potions. Is there a potion shop somewhere around here? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no potion shops, and none of these shops actually sell the potions, so... Oof! Oh, we have a couple of gil, so let's see what type of armor we can purchase. Leather shield, only one person is going to use that. Alright. Let's buy 2 bronze bracers, and there we go. Basically, the slime would be a species from the decay family. They would be a regular decay that has post pockets that slowly grow over time. Ooh. Eventually covering parts of their bodies and eventually thus looking like a slime. Well, it's certainly an inventive way of making a slime, I will give you that. Disgusting, but hey, sometimes slimes are supposed to be disgusting. The spirit in the party is like,
Can we please stop talking about puss? Because that's the one thing you're not gonna get, you guys.
Maluki Druid are just like, I already don't like her. Very happy and peppy airship theme, I gotta say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can't land on trees, so we just gotta find flat land. Hey Spirit, Hey Spirit, let us park our airship right on your chest. Heyo! See, I can make that joke because it's me. So it's not offensive. Wait, did it delete my other message? You know how YouTube is, it might have. Hey, I think this is gonna be our last party member. Already met them this early. Oh gosh, I completely forgot what type of voice I was gonna give this guy. So I gave that voice, that voice, that voice. I actually don't remember what voice I gave him. Okay, so I was planning, and I did actually do a couple of recordings of this, but I was planning on initially doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy III. Though those parts have already been deleted, so no one will ever see the light of day. But I believe I just gave him a normal, like, tough guy voice. But I don't know, I don't like that anymore. So, I could just make him sound like Stitch. But then again, would that really fit the person? Of course I would!
A terrible
Oh, wait. No, he's a fox. Ugh. I was gonna give him the Final Fantasy I dragon voice, but no. I guess I won't do that. Yeah, let's just give him the Guillemon voice.
A terrible curse has befallen the people in the castle so soon while I was gone. Only the power of the Mithril Ring may save them, I am told, but Cazusis is suffering from the same fate as Azuna.
So everybody here is like, ghosties, got it. I'm gonna wonder how long it will take for me to get annoyed by this voice.
I must do something, but where will I find a Mithril Ring?
I'm the daughter of the blacksmith of Cazus. The king must still have the ring my father made him.
We've
come to borrow the king's mithril ring to save Kazush. Will you let us through? There was a message after the eventually and not the thus looking like a slime. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's not there anymore for some reason. And I do have all messages on.
An audience with the king? Yes, I believe I can arrange that. Come, I will be waiting in the throne room.
Okay. No option to voice him. Interesting. Well, we're gonna run straight to the king's room. I don't know if we have encounters here, but I'd rather go there just to get our last party member immediately. Well, this is a fine mess that someone's gotten us into. What will become of this kingdom? You'll all die. Alright, there are some cracks in the wall indicating that we can't actually just step through those. I seem to recall those are supposed to be like the invisible passageways. The Sword Right Slayer, or White Slayer. Man, don't talk about that stuff in this castle. The bane of all undead is stored atop the western tower. The sealed cave is guarded by undead, animated by the power of darkness. You must know that cure is harmful to them. Oh good, I actually got cure for Maluki then. I can overly censor it, maybe. That might work. Yeah, that usually works. Just replace certain words that you think would censor the message with random words that sound similar, but not too similar because the algorithm will detect it. The Jinn's curse has befallen us all, and I am no exception.
Sire, these younglings have come seeking the mithril ring to counter the curse.
The mithril ring? You seek to use its powers to banish the Jinn once again. I would grant you this boon, however my daughter holds the ring, and she went missing shortly before the curse was cast upon us.
If the princess holds the ring, the Jinn may have taken her.
If it is so, I fear my precious Sarah. Chalk that up to the Sarah of the game. The Jinn must have taken her to its cave in the north.
Don't worry, sir. We'll get her back.
Sire, I would like to ask you for your leave to accompany the brave souls to the sealed cave and rescue Lady Sarah.
There we go, now we have access to him. Ingus! Who, if I remember correctly from the hairstyle and the name, or just the hairstyle, I believe, is supposed to look like the Onion Knight that will eventually appear in Dissidia. I think the Onion Knight in that game was based off of Ingus's design, although it's not Ingus. The Onion Knight and the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy I, when they get introduced in Dissidia, are basically just representations of the four characters from their respective games. Basically as if they were one person. Think of them as like a physical manifestation of the concepts. Anyways, Ingus, a loyal soldier of King Susune's army. He narrowly escaped the Jinn's curse. His prime concern is finding the missing Princess Sarah. So, from the artwork, our final character here is obviously going to be named after my good buddy, Scar. And we finally have our entire party via the art that I made, so I'm happy about this. Now I can actually just stop beating around the bush.
My buddies are here.
You have my leave, Scar, unless there are any objections.
Of course not. His sword is worth twice of these two.
Wow. Okay, I really don't like myself. I know I say that sometimes, but in this game it actually makes sense.
Now that's not fair, but I agree that having one of the king's men with us would help us a lot.
Huzzah! Scar the Knight has joined our party. He's actually not a knight, he's still a freelancer. There's a secret passageway in the sealed cave. Search for the skeleton key. I am counting on you and your friends. Scar, banish the djinn and save us all. The sealed cave, huh? Okay, so these guys are gonna say the exact same thing. There's a secret passageway in the sealed cave. Search for the skeleton key. Do it now. Do it. Oh, looks like a message went through. Read the message below my all messages for context. Okay. Basically, the slime would be a concept of the decay family. Yeah. Okay. Eventually covering parts of their bodies, and eventually filling their entire oddies with a B. Oddies or obese? That's a word that I've never heard of before. So, with Gus with a P instead of a G. Oh, bodies with the. I see what you mean. I was thinking like, what is this interesting foreign word that you're using? Oh, right. Right before this, I immediately just told you use replacement words. Okay, let me read it as if it normally is. Filling their bodies with pus, making them a bag of skin. A bag of skin bag full of pus. Okay. I get it now. I get the concept. And pretty cool concept, I gotta say. I'm always a sucker for slimes that are more grotesque than they are cutesy. Because, you got the Dragon Quest type of slimes, which are supposed to be, like, the mascot characters. And then you have, like, slimes from D&D or Shin Megami Tensei that are just, like, horrific monstrosities. And I kind of like those concepts, to be honest. Alright, now I gotta search everywhere and see if there's any, like, extra loot.
Oh, look, loot!
Oh, hey, I can actually just run around while it's zoomed. I didn't even realize that.
Well, this definitely makes it better, but actually worse for the people that's watching.
1,000 gil. Well, I sure wish I came here beforehand. Wow, okay, now I have enough to purchase a lot of things. The secret waterway. I think there might be encounters here. I should probably be, very, very careful when I'm exploring these areas. Speaking of, I almost forgot. Let's check Scar's stats. Yeah, I love these characters. They're, I forget the name of the artist, but the same artist who did, like, the Ivalice games. He does a phenomenal job with this art style. So he has much more HP than us. He is 1 level higher, and he has a knife. Okay, well, maybe, equip you with 2 knives. Yeah. We need to go get some more swords. It's a good thing we got all that gil, so now we can go, shopping. For now, though, there's a lot of stuff that we can do here. Let's explore a little bit. Leather shield. Blizzard. Ooh, our first actual offensive spell. So first and foremost, let's give that to Scar. He's gonna need some protection. Oh, right, Poisona. We're giving that to Druid because he's the residential Druid. Now for Blizzard, I actually don't know who I'm giving this to. Who is the most cold-hearted? So anyways, I called them all jackasses. Scar still doesn't have any spells, but you know what? We'll give him fire whenever we get the chance. Not just because his girlfriend is named Fire, but also just because, it fits. Hey, look! Maluki's just trapped in the void. Meanwhile, in the background, it's just X-Death laughing. Screw it. I'm gonna make a short of this. It's just X-Death in the background laughing at Maluki as he's being absorbed into the void. No! It's very easy to green screen those black screens. Ooh, bare knuckles or bronze knuckles. That is a monk weapon, but we can use them now. You know what? Scars from the hood. Let's go. Get ready to punch all these people, Scar. Forget your knightly duties. You're using your bare fists. That's right. You're the Tifa. You're the Tifa of this game. Trying to see if there's, like, anything else that we missed. Always worried. Oh, by the way, if I remember correctly, the person in the first spot of the row is the one that's running around, yeah. You know what, considering we're going through his castle, let's play as Scar for a hot minute. I do like the fact that it allows you to change. Eventually later on, when we get access to jobs, because, I've already spoiled it at this point, we are getting jobs in this game. We're getting a 9-to-5 job. We gotta go work at the town of Kazus, helping Spirit work minimum wage. We gotta help him get his training arc done. Because after all, who's gonna teach him how to make the mithril ring after we're done? I'm worried about the king and Princess Sarah, but I can't do much of anything in this state. Apparently there was more people here. Is there any way to lift the Jin's curse? Return the slab. We gotta return the slab, that's it. So as they mentioned, there are 2 towers that we can take to get some fat loot. For now, let's do a quick save just so we don't lose all the progress. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make so many saves. Well, the inner JRPG fan in me is wanting me to do this, so, Oh yeah, if I sound different, by the way, I'm using some new filters that I've discovered. Basically, these filters on OBS for my microphone are going to make me sound a little bit more coherent and a lot less, like, popish. Popish as in, like, I noticed that in my previous streams, my audio quality was, kind of bad. Bad in the sense that it would always pop whenever I would try to, speak. So hopefully, it has all been fixed. I was initially going to go get the longsword from our town, but considering we got the bare knuckles, or bronze knuckles, I think we're fine there. Atop the eastern towers, Lady Sarah's quarters. I endeavor to keep it spotless until the day she returns. I believe that she would not be adverse to you entering, Sir Scar. How's that? You know what? Let's just have Princess Sarah be a Fire XP. Princess Firestar. There we go. Perfect. So I doubt there's any sort of, like, secret passageways on the edges of these walls. There is probably, however, some fat loot in one of these rooms. Watch there be absolutely nothing. Oh, there we go. Holy arrow! Holy arrow, Batman! Wooden arrow! Please tell me that's not just one of each. Oh! Apparently not. Oh man, I got wooden arrows? Hold on. Wait a minute. I forgot to equip the arrows! That's a good thing we didn't get into any sort of encounters. But now we have 70 arrows. Cool. 20 holy arrows. Deals light damage, attack 8. That's not bad, especially since we're going into a cave filled with undead. So that might actually be very helpful. Oh my gosh, we can rest in Princess Sarah's bed. Don't mind if I do. And Maluki is like,
This bed, it smells like dragons.
Scar meanwhile is like, hey, don't be an asshole. Don't be a jerk. She's my dragon.
I said like a log.
HP and MP restored, good. Lady Sarah, until she disappeared, was praying every day for your safe return, Sir Scar. Wait, Scar left the town? Was that implied? Oh, nice. Oh, man, we got a free bow here? I could have totally saved like 100 gil and... I didn't mean to rest again. Okay. We totally could have saved 100 gil if we just came here first. Oh, well. I guess it's fine. Maybe we can equip 2 bows on 2 people if we really wanted to. Actually, I could do that for Druid. Don't know what type of strategy that would entail. I mean, 2 people in the back row? That might actually not be half bad. Okay, so the left side apparently had a really good sword against undead, so we're gonna explore here. Now I believe this is the area with the random encounters, and yep! First random encounter with Scar. Zombie! Well, considering they said they were weak to this... Let's go with the Cure spell. Oh yeah, there was a really nasty mechanic in the original Final Fantasy III for the Famicom. I think it was either for this game or for Final Fantasy 1 and 2. I don't know if they fixed it for 3. But if an enemy dies before everyone takes their turn as they were targeting it, they will still hit the enemy as if it was there, and it won't count as damage. And it won't even, like... The game wasn't programmed in order to make it so the characters would then hit whatever enemy is on screen. No, it would just waste your turn. I believe it's patched out in this version? I mean, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't do that. And for all intents and purposes, it feels like that isn't a thing in this version, which is good. In any case, that cure did a lot of damage, but our normal attacks are dealing damage anyways. So, Scar is dealing about 1 point less damage than Spirit with the bow. Druid is doing criticals. Yeah, it's not bad. Bows apparently seem to deal more damage than the swords. I don't know if it's because they're undead or anything like that, but it is what it is. No way they made wooden arrows deal more damage than the holy arrows. I know, right? Scar gained a level, Druid gained a level. Yes.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. I'm still pissed that Scar has a dragon girlfriend and not me.
Alright, we got some more loot here. Oh, wow, more wooden arrows. Oh my gosh, there's a giant pink ball. Wait, I want to know the name of the ball. And I guess we'll never know. It's Pink Diamond! Oh no! Everybody run! Oh man, I really wanted to see the name of that thing. Like, what the heck is that pink ball doing here? Okay, we probably might not be able to get this off in time, but... I'm hoping this cure goes off. Well, we tried. Whoa, okay. Spirit was like,
no, I will not let you do that cure. Call my earrings Doritos, will ya?
more holy arrows. Okay, well this is basically just building us up for the what's it called? The cave. And to be honest, I think I'm gonna give Druid the bow as well, because the bow is apparently dealing a lot of damage. This also just allows me to put him in the back row, so there we go. What we'll do is, after we're done with this place, we'll go back to Sarah's room, sleep on her bed. Maluki will be a creep and just sniff her pillow. The Right Slayer! Oh, and there's a encounter in this place. Okay. Nope. Thankfully, it allows me to just get out of auto immediately. So this is the Griffin. Oh my gosh, the Griffin. No wonder this is, no wonder the princess is Firestar. That is an inside joke that I will not explain. Alright. Well, we know what you two are doing. I kind of want to use Blizzard to see how much damage it does. Just to see if it's weak to it in any sort of way.
Feel the icy cold. It's almost like I'm Sailor Mercury. Ow. Okay, maybe it's not good that I'm Sailor Mercury.
Okay, so that didn't really seem to do that much damage, so we'll just do physical attacks. What I should probably do is use Cure with Maluki on everybody. I believe I can use spells with multi-target? I can multi-target the spells. Oh, well, there goes Scar. Alright, let's go with a Phoenix down because I don't want him to lose any experience points. There we go. In hindsight, I probably should have just used Cure with Maluki. He won't be doing anything for this turn, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, the amount of damage that does! Well, it is a flying enemy, so I would take it that bows would deal, like, super effective damage to it. Wow, everybody leveled up. Well, to be fair, Scar was a higher level than us when he joined us. Alright, so. Do I have to press a certain button? No, apparently. Oh, I forgot that there was a speed up feature on this emulator with my controller. Okay, note to self, don't push down the right analog stick. We can only use Cure on one person, so... Anybody else have Cure? No? Okay. How many potions do we have? We have 6 potions. I need to make sure they're alive. Okay, so... The Right Slayer. Attack 15. Honestly, not bad. And I am gonna keep the leather shield just for the sake of having a lot of defense for Maluki. Okay, this battle is a whole lot of nothing, so... Yeah, I believe in my... Oh my gosh, that is super effective against zombies. Or undead. She's poisoned! Alright, we prepared for this. Druid, lather some Poisona on Spirit. With pleasure. Gotta remember my buttons. Every start of a new series always has me configuring my buttons and all that. Thankfully, I've kind of grown accustomed to it. It wasn't actually that bad. I remember having much more trouble with that Griffin battle. I mean, I did have to use a Phoenix down, but it could have been much worse. Okay, so over here, doesn't seem like there's anything. I think I might be having my wires crossed. I remember there being like an entrance to an underground section of the castle where there was like a waterway, but I might be thinking of Final Fantasy V, where you can fight Shiva in one of the castle's basements. Or who knows, it might actually be in this game too. I don't actually remember. I know summoners were introduced in Final Fantasy III, but I don't necessarily remember how you get the summons in this game. Also, we're not going to get summoners for a long time. Alright, Maluki. No sniffing Firestar's pillow, okay? I'm trying to remember if there's any place where we can purchase potions, but I didn't see any shops like that in To my knowledge, I don't think we can actually get potions right now. Maybe they come from a random NPC that I just didn't talk to, although I could have sworn I talked to every NPC in that area. In any case, we did all we could, so... we need to head to the sealed cave, right? And I believe that artwork in the back, you know, the typical Yoshitaka Amano logo artwork, is supposed to be the Onion Knight, although it looks a lot more like Firion from Final Fantasy II, to be honest. Firion had this very, obvious design philosophy. Alright, the sealed cave. There's like a random bone here for some reason, and I don't really know why.
We're going to check every single nook and cranny in every single dungeon.
Zombies! Well, they're not necessarily zombies, they're more like mummies. Oh, mummy! Oh yeah, we should probably equip some holy arrows on our characters real quick. Oh no, I took a hit, I took some damage, now I have to go all the way back to our town so I can get a free heal, and I will do that. What can I say? I'm anal about this. Sue me. Thankfully, it's not really that fast of a it's not that far of a travel. So I am actually glad that I'm playing this version. I am typically a stickler for playing like the original versions of video games. And I was almost debating on playing the DS version of Final Fantasy III 3D, but that would have required 2 screens, a lot of compression, and I believe the lack of auto-battling. And auto-battling makes the game go a little bit more faster than it does naturally. Don't get me wrong, I am so used to old retro RPGs with a lack of speed up that I would be perfectly fine. In fact, Final Fantasy I. I played that game without speed up for the most part. I think I used it for a couple of sections because I wanted that game to be done in like 2 sessions. I initially wanted it to be 1 session, but it didn't work out. One of these days, I gotta play the original Final Fantasy I. I know that me and my friend Hydra are planning on playing Final Fantasy II. Ooh, Cure! Oh, that reminds me. I need to equip holy arrows on some of these guys. Holy arrow. And let's teach Cure to... well, I am usually a healer, so... and Druid hates playing as a healer, so... I think it's unanimous. What? Medallions? What the heck are these? Cursed copper. Well, I wasn't far off.
Oh boy, money!
And in the distance, Komachi is threatening to kill us. Oh gosh, that just reminded me of her horrible boss fights in Touhou 9. Komachi was the bane of my playthroughs in that game, mostly because her money was just so massive and the hitbox were just weird to dodge through. Screw Ikishiki's hot dogs. Komachi's money is where the real problem is. Alright, so it is going to be a bit of a issue going through some of these dungeons without a map. But honestly, it's not that bad. Yeah, so the bronze knuckler is about the same amount of damage as the holy arrows, which is pretty dang good. The only person who's lacking in damage at the moment is Druid. But you know, it's because he's using wooden arrows, so it's not really that bad. I knew it was a good idea to come back here. And all that for a potion. Worth it! So yeah, as I was saying, Hydra and me are planning on playing Final Fantasy II for the channel, and I'm very excited about that. I gotta talk to him to figure out when we're gonna play that. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta heal you! Okay, Phoenix down, where's our... We only have one more Phoenix down. You know what, screw it, we're out of here. When in doubt, head back into town. I love the image of just Maluki being on the floor. It's like, oh, did we win?
We did, Maluki. You did good.
Yay!
Now I can start dreaming about hot dragons, and that's when Scar stomps on him. It's like, stop thinking about my hot dragon girlfriend! What a great party we have. We have a man who's obsessed with dragons to the point of being insane. We have a girl, who everybody hates apparently. We have a guy who's just scared about everything, I guess? That's his character trait? That's my personality trait, I guess. And we have someone who hates everyone. We obviously have Scar, who hates literally everybody in this party. And we're the children who will save the world.
I can't wait.
So anyways, as I was saying, I don't know if Wafo is still around, but I gotta commission Wafo to make some art of me and my friend Hydra in the Final Fantasy II setting. So, you know what? That's what I'm gonna commission you for December. I also got a commission for that Guilmon. Not Guilmon, Megidramon as Hydra. Oh, here's the item shop! Man, I skipped this entire thing. They don't sell Phoenix Downs, but they sell potions. You know what? We got so much gil. Let's get 15 potions so we don't have to worry about them anymore. And we have... Let's get 2 antidotes and 2 eye drops. There we go. Just in case we run into any sort of problems. Yeah, I gotta get Hydra as Megidramon for a PNG that I can use for when we play Digimon games. I'm excited to go back into Digimon. I'm happy that I'm playing more Final Fantasy again. You know, it's after being obsessed with Shin Megami Tensei and finally getting close to finishing Nocturne, I am just really, really happy to get back into games that don't make me want to go insane. I forgot we didn't heal Maluki! Speaking of games that will make me go insane, I forgot that we need to go pray to our dragon overlords in order to bring back our dragon lover. Our dragon fluffer. Meanwhile, he's just back on the floor thinking about all the hot dragons. And Scar is slowly pulling out the knife. Okay, so how do we heal Nexus? I think we have to go back to a church or something. Oh, you know what? That must be what the other fountain is. The fountain to the left heals HP and MP. The fountain to the right probably just revives people. Yeah, Final Fantasy I, they had churches that you can go to, and that was where you were able to revive your characters. I think in the original NES version that was translated and brought to the West, they were something else, because I think they wanted to censor all the religious references, so, you know, churches are a big no, apparently. I remember Phantasy Star 1. I've never played it, but I remember finding out that the churches in that game, because it had a similar system where you healed at churches, was replaced with like a medical bay, And considering Phantasy Star's setting, that actually kind of fits it a little better. Phantasy Star is very much a sci-fi space adventure with a lot of like medieval fantasy aspects to it. It really is kind of like Final Fantasy in a way. Although more so like modern Final Fantasy. And no, I'm not saying that classic Final Fantasy never had any sci-fi elements, far from it. From what I remember, there aren't really many sci-fi elements in this game, though. At least from what I remember. I think this might be, like, the least sci-fi Final Fantasy game out of all... Well, maybe Final Fantasy Tactics. Now that I think about it, Final Fantasy Tactics did have a lot of, like, technology in it, but it was more steampunk than sci-fi, although you could make the argument that that's the exact same. Although Final Fantasy IX did a very interesting thing with its technology that I won't talk about because we haven't finished that game on this channel yet, and there's always a chance that Scar might watch these, so F you, Scar. Love you, buddy. Love you. Even though you want to kick Maluki in the face, and you want to drag Spirit all across the plains, the Mandalia Plains, that's right. Speaking of Final Fantasy Tactics, we didn't do our Mandalia Plains grinding. No wonder we're having trouble here. Okay, so I think it's this area. There really is a lack of... Ah, here we are. Just as I was about to say, there's a distinct lack of shinies. We got a shiny. I hope it's a shiny Venomoth. I've always wanted a shiny Venomoth. Venomoth is actually one of my favorite Pokemon. Mostly because I like moths. I love moths, actually. And I just have, like, fond memories of Venomoth when I was a kid. It always, like, appealed to me. That and Venonat. Venonat and Venomoth were, like, the iconic Pokemon to me. I think I've stated this before, but I grew up on both Pokemon and Digimon, so I have a distinct love for both. I was a huge Pokemon fan. Oh, hey, look at this Yoshitaka mono design right here. This is Princess Sarah, and I actually really like her design. I am really, really sad that she never got into Opera Omnia, because I would have loved to use this character in that game. But she's very much in a mono design with all the ornaments and the flowing jacket and coat and all that. Looks really cool though.
Scar, thank heavens you're all right.
Milady, you must hurry back to the castle. We will take care of the rest here.
But before you go, we need to borrow your Mithra ring.
There is no need. I will go with you.
Yeah, she has, like, weird ornaments in her hair. She has an ornament at the back of her braid, and then in her braid, she has, like, a circlet, apparently. I really gotta look at the Amano design again, because this character is very, very fascinating from just this 3D model.
I have come here to banish the Jinn and save my people, just like you. That's right, I'm a princess who don't need no knight. I can take care of things on my own.
Screw Princess Cornelia. Princess Cornelia eat her heart out.
Her Royal Highness has spoken. What should we do? She should be alright, as long as Scar looks after her.
No harm will come to Lady Sarah as long as I live and breathe.
Thank you, everyone.
Princess Sarah has joined the party! But not normally, in the sense of joining our party. She is a guest character, and she will aid us in battle.
Oh, before I forget, press the square button whenever you wish to speak to me. Now let's hurry.
And Maluki is like,
Hey, wait a minute, Scar. You said she was your hot dragon girlfriend.
Yeah, a dragon in my heart.
and he just is so disappointed. It's like, I really want to see a dragon.
The Jinn is a fire elemental. It should be susceptible to cold. So, it should be weak to the blizzard spell and the Antarctic wind item. It's a real good thing that Maluki was able to collect more Antarctic winds from the cave that he was at previously.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I still have those. Right.
Still mad that I accidentally used that through the auto battle.
I managed to come here on my own, but I can't say I wasn't afraid. Thank you, Scar.
Milady, I could do nothing alone. I'm sorry.
Turn the music up just slightly, because I feel like it's still a little low. Alright, oh yeah, and Sarah is accompanying us. Now, as a guest party member, she will randomly do commands at the beginning of our turn. We won't have the ability to order her, command her to do things. She will follow as a designated AI. And it is really nice to actually have her follow us around. Speaking of Pokemon, man, Sarah, Princess Sarah, my favorite walkable Pokemon. You just talk to Sarah and it's like, Sarah is humming very intently. Okay, so these are like the upgraded versions, I guess. Revenants. Ooh. Well, good thing they have no wings. Hot wings. Nice. Unfortunately, I would like it if Princess Sarah or any of the guest party members would actually show up at the victory screen. That would actually be pretty cool. You know, she's part of the party. She's helping us. Have her, like, show up. We're gonna keep ourselves topped off just in case. I don't want us to accidentally get murdered out of nowhere. Okay, so something tells me... Oh, never mind. I was about to say we were going the right way, but nope. Good. I want all the treasure. Alright, so we got another Antarctic wind, so we'll probably be able to use that against the Djinn. Oh!
Let me handle this. Arrow. I call upon the power of the winds.
And as a powerful giant dragon, Princess Sarah Firestar breathes on the enemy. And thus, we win. I'm liking the headcanon that Princess Sarah is just Scar's girlfriend. Scar's girlfriend in real life, I should say. Alright. There's a lot of barking on my end. Apparently my dog is just very excited today. Man, everybody's gaining so many levels. What level are we at the moment? I haven't been keeping track of that. We're level 8, level 7. Nice. Somehow we actually managed to out-level Scar. I don't know when that happened, but at some point it did. I'm trying to, like, keep an eye out for any shinies, but, like, there's no shinies around. I feel like this is a mechanic that really only shows up extremely rarely, but if you don't pay attention to it, you're gonna miss out on some really, really good loot. It's the eyes! The eyes! The larva. It almost looks like we're fighting an actual face. But where's the mouth? Man, I can't wait until my friend Nexus, who owns the character Maluki, eventually plays this game. We're planning on doing a Final Fantasy marathon. We're basically just playing through as many Final Fantasy games as we can on Steam, all culminating in us eventually, like, playing some of the more obscure Final Fantasy games, such as, when the next year comes around, me and Nexus are actually planning on playing Final Fantasy XI together. The first Final Fantasy MMO that is really difficult to get into due to play online. We also... Oh, that looks dangerous. We're also planning on watching the cutscenes for Dissidia at some point. Although, actually, I might just invite him to the Dissidia streams whenever I play the PSP game. and then we'll watch the cutscenes just, you know, together for the mobile game. Yeah, we have plans for that. Meanwhile, me and Hydra are going to be playing games for the channel, so look forward to that.
The Djinn is a fire elemental, just in case you forgot about it. Make sure to get all of my special dialogue, otherwise you won't build up my social link.
Yeah, that's right. Imagine if there was like social links in this game.
Unfortunately, if there were social links, I would be getting a ton of points with Druid.
Man, not only am I cucking Scar and Maluki, but also Druid. Damn, he has some rotten luck. I'm joking, by the way. Okay, so, there's not really much we can do in terms of preparation. We could just pop a couple potions here and there. Maluki, for some reason, doesn't have a lot of HP. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at Maluki's level, because I forgot that we moved Scar. Yeah, so because Maluki died, everybody, like, surpassed him in levels. Oh, well. Alright, this is the big battle. We were told that Blizzard and Ice Magic are super effective here, so let's do it. The Djinn has a very, very awkward design.
Prepare to meet your doom, Djinn. This ring will banish you once and for all.
My precious power ring!
Nothing's happening, but why?
Your babble has no power over me now that I am infused with the power of darkness.
Oh gosh, Xehanort was here. Xehanort grant him the power. Alright, the Djinn. We have no magic with Scar. Oh no, we're not gonna run away. No, not gonna do that. Let's see. I believe Spirit was the one to get Blizzard magic, so we'll have her use Blizzard. You know what? Let's use an Antarctic Wind with Druid, since he was the one that was talking to Sarah about it. That actually makes, like, thematic sense, that the one who found out about that knowledge would be the one to use it. Is Princess Sarah gonna come in and help us? No? Okay. I guess she's just dumbfounded about her ring not working. Yes, Sarah in the background is just screaming, "My precious power ring!" I could just... Now I'm getting the mental image of Firestar just screaming, having the chopper face, just looking at her hand. Just woke up again. Hey, Waffle! It's funny, because, like, a couple of minutes ago, I was actually talking about the commissions I would get from you around December. I'm gonna commission you to make some artwork of me and a friend in a Final Fantasy setting, specifically for the thumbnails that we're going to be using for those. Hey, Druid's HP is 69. Nice. Let's have Maluki on healing duty. Wow, Sarah is not helping us for some... Well, I guess she didn't need to help us. Thank goodness for that Antarctic wind. Can you recap? About the story or about the commission? Because in terms of the story, we haven't really been doing anything. But in terms of the commission, it's mostly just exactly what I said. Me and my friend dressed as characters from a certain Final Fantasy game. And I'll be using that for the thumbnail. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, the comms. We also got to talk about that PNG model for my friend, but we'll do that later. For now,
You just rest your worrisome little head.
we'll wait until December, considering December is a couple of days away. I can't wait.
You cannot escape the ring's power. My precious power ring.
Congratulations, Scar's hot dragon girlfriend. Oh. Apparently we're just fading out of existence now.
Hey, what's going on?
You must return to the castle, my lady. Do not fear for us. We will be fine.
What is happening? Scar! Wait, no. Now I have to do every single
combat all by myself, even though clearly I have no HP points and am clearly competent enough to deal with all of it. Oh well, I guess I'm just going to have to power grind.
Where are we?
It's the same cave that we were at the beginning of the stream.
It's the place where I thought there were dragons, but there actually weren't dragons. And my dick is now limp. I recognize this place. It's the cave with the crystal.
It is I who summoned you.
It's the dragon's voice again.
I'm not the dragon.
So, this event is actually supposed to be what happens at the beginning of the game in the original Famicom version. Like I said, we kind of just like twisted a lot of the narrative to make this work. But honestly, I think the 3D version actually does a good job with building up these characters, allowing us to journey with Princess Sarah, and then get to the crystal. Because we're about to get something really interesting here.
You four have been chosen to be the warriors of light, the bringers of hope. You must take with you the last of my light and the last of our world's hope.
You're saying this again. You said that we're the last hope, but now you're gonna give your last hope. Which one is it?
Unless you act, the light will be lost and the equilibrium forever broken. Once you take in the light, you will be able to extract the power from other crystals.
And for any of you who have watched me play Final Fantasy V, you know exactly where this is going. Final Fantasy V is pretty much just like a upgraded version of Final Fantasy III. So with the crystal... Oh, an actual cutscene. And then we just all stick our noses onto the crystal and we just like...
Oh yeah, that's some crystal, baby.
Way to ruin the moment, Spirit. Hey! I didn't even I completely forgot about this. All rise for the Final Fantasy National Anthem. Yoshitaka Amano. There it is, Akihiko Yoshida. That's the name of the artist for the characters in this game. Really good job. Or specifically the character designs for the 3D version. Yeah, I completely forgot that we had like a little bit of a reprieve here. Nobuo Uematsu. Amazing soundtrack as always. Kazuhiko Aoki always does a great job with the battles. Hiromichi Tanaka. Not familiar with their work.
Powered by Matrix Software, so expect a lot of your characters just doing Matrix flips all over the place.
Tatsuo Kaneda!
And a lot of other people that I do not remember. Yeah, there was Final Fantasy III was a very fascinating game when you look at the original version. There weren't many people. Oh, okay.
When the four were bathed in its light, they knew its will, its fear, its hope, and its destiny that awaits them. You must drive the darkness from this world and restore light to its rightful place. You are our last hope. Our last hope. You won't be the warriors of darkness, so it's not gonna be shadow bringers.
Well, I kind of feel like we went through a cinematic anthem for a good minute. It was very pretty.
So by bestowing the power of the crystal, we have been blessed by the crystal's light, and the game is really taking a long time to build us up.
Now go, step on the shining circle behind this altar to return to the surface. Embrace your destiny, warriors of light.
What if I want to be a warrior of darkness?
Well, then you should be murdered now. Everybody murder him.
Hey, a Moogle! Which is exactly what I'm gonna be whenever I get those commissions.
Congratulations, couple. You can now change your jobs. You can access job-specific abilities by changing jobs, couple. Be careful though, you won't be automatically proficient in each job, couple. You'll need to practice each new job to maximize its potential, couple. Try it out. Good luck, couple.
And this is the true beginning of the game. We now have access to jobs, so let's first and foremost get out of here. Quick, climb onto my giant spear. Do we get teleported outside of the cave next to... Yeah, there we go. I wanted Eternal Wind in the background for this. So we've unlocked the job command, and through that crystal, which I believe was the Crystal of the Wind, very, very fitting considering this is the Eternal Wind theme, we can now change our jobs of every single character. No longer are we a freelancer, we can become either a warrior, monk, white mage, black mage, red mage, or thief. The original 6 jobs from Final Fantasy I. All of them. Which is a really cool callback. Especially since in the original Famicom version of 3, you start with these after the first dungeon. Like literally in the first 10 minutes, you get access to all these jobs. So let's figure out exactly what we're going to do with these jobs. For Scar, I kind of feel like he would work as a red mage. I usually make Ingus into the red mage. Job adjustment phases. Yeah, there's also this really terrible mechanic. I hear so many bad things about this. Job adjustment. Basically, when you change into a job, it will give you a certain amount of battles it takes for you to regain your normal stats. And while you're in the adjustment phase, your stats will be lowered. So we have to go through 2 battles for him to become a competent red mage. And Henshin! We go through a transformation sequence to change our outfit. Literally a Sailor Moon transformation sequence. I love that. I'm thinking of making Druid into the white mage for now. Ooh, Sailor Druid. Maluki will most likely be the warrior, considering he is using the shield. Some of the outfits actually just look like they're wearing armor or the extra padded layers on top of their pre-existing clothing, which I think is a real nice touch. Alright, so with Spirit, I honestly don't know what we're going with for Spirit. I like her being an archer, but I don't know which of these can use the bow and arrow. It's probably the mages. We could make her into a thief and try to level her up. So as you can see, each of these jobs have a 1 next to it. These are the job levels, and you build up the job levels to increase your stats, and for some jobs, increase like certain aspects to them. For Spirit, I'm debating on either a thief or a black mage. There's also a monk. You could also have more than one. We could potentially make everybody into warriors or white mages. I really don't know, though. Thief is not really all that handy in terms of battle. It's mostly just used for stealing and stuff. Stealing and stuff, though. You know what? Let's go for it. Yeah, I'm a cool-looking thief. I actually look like the typical Final Fantasy Tactics thief now that I look at my design, which is fitting because Akihiko did the same designs for that game. Alright, so let's go through 2 battles to get rid of our adjustment phase, so we can actually do stuff, and hey, look at that classic red mage outfit. Doesn't that look awesome? Oh yeah, let's check our equipment as well to see what we have. It automatically de-equips us. Is there no, like, optimization feature? I guess not. First and foremost, let's check our thief. We can use knives and daggers. Leather cap, leather oh, vest. Nope. That's not handy. for Druid, he can use nothing, apparently. Okay, well, white mages cannot use bows. Good to know. So he's going to be, weaponless for quite a while. We'll just equip all of the head and body pieces for now. So... oh, we need to get another leather armor. So, interestingly enough, the warrior can use bows. Which is kinda interesting, now that I think about it. I don't know, that feels a little wrong. Actually, I think I might have made a mistake. I think Maluki should be the red mage, in terms of characterization. Okay, so I'm gonna do something a little awkward here. I'm gonna make Scar into the warrior. We'll have to do 4 battles in order to get him to be proficient. But you know what? That's fine with me, because, like, we're doing battles in the plains. They're super easy to do. Ah, look at that stylish hat right there. And that ascot. Okay, so he's gonna equip the bow with the wooden arrows. Wait, you shouldn't have that. Honestly, I want the defense for the person who's going to be in the front row, so Maluki. You'll have the Ring Slayer, leather shield, and all the hubbublue. And there we go! Those are our characters. Now let's test them out in a quick battle here. Against this random orc. Oh, wait, let's, I want to do something real quick. So we also have what is apparent. Oh, no, never mind! I forgot that the select button is not the, designated help thing. I don't even think there is a help menu in this game to tell you what things do. But I wanted to see if it will tell us what our, abilities do, because every job has their own, like, designated thing. It's not telling us, unfortunately, so I think we can't even find out what advanced does. Let's try it, though. No, wait. I wanted to try something first and foremost. I wanted to steal and see what we can get from the orcs. Give me a loot. You failed to steal anything. Well, isn't that just handy? You know what? Let's go with Otto, because they will all just guard and she will steal. You failed to steal anything. Let's do it again. It's an orc, so it's not going to deal any damage to us. Obtain a potion! Hey! So can we steal again? Nothing to steal. Alright, so 1 thing per enemy. So, if I really wanted to, I could just spend all my time just being in the plains here, stealing from the orcs, getting 99 potions. That is a viable strategy, but, I'll consider that for later. So, as you probably noticed, the White Mage has the ability to... oh, and we're increasing our job level. Nice. White Mage has the ability to use White Magic, which is mostly like Cure and stuff like that. I don't know what the Advance does for the Warrior. For the Red Mage, like Final Fantasy I, they have a healthy surplus of being able to use both Black Magic and White Magic. So let's head to the Black Mage here, see if he has new spells. He unfortunately does not. I think we're okay. What do you have to say, little Moogle buddy? Welcome to Magna. Oh, no! It's okay. This isn't Final Fantasy IX. Magna is not as bad as it is in Final Fantasy IX. In fact, it's actually better in this version of Final Fantasy III.
Welcome to Magna, Couple. Our service lets you read letters from people you previously met.
Nobody likes us.
Don't forget to talk to Mog when you see him in town, Couple. He might have a letter for you for a friend or a loved one.
We'll keep that in mind, but for now, let's just move forward. We need to do 2 more battles, I believe. Well, we can do those 2 battles while we come over here. So now that the Djinn is gone... Well, first things first, we should probably head to the castle and just tell Princess Sarah that we're safe now. I should also set up Spirit as him automatically, or her, I should say, automatically stealing for every single battle. Oh, the airship is still there. I guess we didn't... Well, I guess there's no way to bring it back. Okay, so... I want to see what Advance does. You're just gonna punch people. You're gonna steal. And you're just gonna do normal attacks. Because that's really all you can do.
That's all you can do.
Oh, and we can just fast forward it. Okay, so Advance apparently just increases damage. Don't know the specific formula for that, but it looks pretty good. And everybody just gaining job levels. Awesome. Let's put Scar to the back row so that he won't take a lot of damage. We definitely need to get Cure for Druid at some point since he's going to be the White Mage. At least for now. He's our designated healer for now. We don't know what he's going to do later.
Hey, Sarah. Everyone, Scar.
Lady Sarah, I am glad to see you are safe.
Now we must cleanse the ring in the Blessed Spring, and that should lift the curse. The Blessed Spring flows below the castle Sasuna. Let us hurry inside.
I guess it's just gonna automatically take us. By the way, I should probably, I almost forgot. We have another stream planned in a couple of minutes. I am going to reschedule that because I don't think I'll be able to play Dynasty Warriors tonight. as much as I want to, we're not going to be able to do that. So let me just set that to Tuesday at 2 p.m.? No. I'll set that to noon my time. And I also have a Digimon stream tomorrow, but I think we're going to either do the Digimon stream or play more Final Fantasy III. But before that, we will also be playing Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne because I want to finish that game. I'm so sick of that game. We're finishing it now. Princess Sarah throws the ring into the water. She was just like, what?
The curse should be lifted now. You should go speak to Father. I'm not going to speak to him. I'm going to stay here. For some reason.
Oh, you have returned. Your courageous deeds have saved the kingdom. You have my deepest gratitude. Now we all don't sound like ghosts anymore.
Yeah, I kinda miss that voice now. Thank you, sir. But we must go. We've been chosen to be the Warriors of Light.
Warriors of Light, you say? Scar, you leaving as well?
Yes, sire. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing warrior attire, which really isn't different from the attire that I was wearing previously.
I see. Then I bid you all well. Know that our hopes go with you, young champions.
Yes, sire.
Take this with you. It will surely prove itself useful during your journey. It is dangerous to go alone. Take this.
King Sasuna presents you with a magical folding canoe. What? Magical folding canoe. I mean, I know we got a canoe in Final Fantasy I, which really didn't make much sense how we were able to just carry it all over the place. But, it's magic, so I guess that works. Magic can make anything happen. Now go forth on your journey, and may you return safely once you have fulfilled your task, because after all, we have a contract, you're still working for me. I'm working you down to the bone, that's right. And I'm giving you overtime when you come back.
A ship that can fly. Just who's the Sid guy? And how could he build something like that?
I wonder if the earthquake had anything to do with the gin seal breaking.
So it was. Oh, you said the same thing, apparently.
Thank you, Warriors of Light. The curse is gone.
Okay, well, I guess we don't really have anything to do here anymore. We pretty much raided the entire castle. I'm going to venture on a guess and say that Princess Sarah is back at her quarters. So let's go check on her.
I hear that Kazusa Smith and his apprentice were the ones who forged the Mithril Ring. Maybe I should go train under them.
Oh, hold on, 1 second. Spirit, why don't you come out here and hear what they have to say?
I hear that Kazusa... Oh, well, thank you.
Legend says that 4 great warriors sealed away the Jinn 1,000 years ago.
I mean, he wasn't really all that tough, so... Gotta be honest, 1 Antarctic win and he went down pretty fast. Dude went down with the power of a well-aimed fart.
A minty one. Siska, do not worry about Princess Sarah. We will protect her with our lives.
Apparently everyone here just knows Scar.
The warriors who have mastered both the ways of the sword and the magic. Every soldier in Sasura aspires to become one.
Well, I got bad news for you guys. This random kid from a random village just learned how to be a red mage just a few minutes ago.
Siska, the king has been worried about you since you left. Oh, Scar, ever since we were little, you have always been bested by me.
Or bested meat.
Thank you, warriors of light. You saved us all. I'm more important than any of the normal guards because I have a red head. That's not to imply that I have red hair. No, far from it.
Oh, there's a maid.
Atop the eastern tower is Lady Sarah's quarters. She came back in tears and would not open the door to anyone. However, Sir Scott, she may let you through. Would you go see if she's all right?
Just leaves and never comes back again to see Sarah. Man, Scar, hit it and quit it.
Maluki is like, I mean, if he's not gonna take Sarah, then
That's not what Maluki would say at all. I'm really glad that I think Maluki is like busy hanging out with his family, so he's not able to see the stream. Because like, he'd probably chastise me.
Lady Sarah worries for you. Come back safely from your journey and give her back her smile. Because you stole it from her.
What happens if we have a Scar in the front? Will anything change? Oh, it's just like a full cutscene, okay.
My lady, I have come to bid you farewell before I depart. I'm not sure if this is optional or not. Otherwise, I probably should have left and saw what happened. If I did.
You had to come here, didn't you? You just had to come here. You know how it hurts me to see you go. I hate to watch you go, but I hate to watch you leave, but I love to see you go.
Scar with them massive cakes.
Now you've made me cry.
Aw.
I must stay by my father's side. I wish I could go with you, but I would only slow you down. despite the fact that I have really good healing spells, wind spells that you have no access to, and the fact that I take absolutely no damage. Also, I was able to get through that entire cave with multiple random encounters just fine, all by myself. I was practically doing a solo run.
Sarah.
And that's it.
Do we get any more dialogue if we talk to her again?
I must stay by my father's side. I wish to go with you, but I would only slow you down because I'm way too overpowered.
It would be nice to bring the guest characters with us. Maybe in the eventual Final Fantasy III HD remake. With action RPG combat just like Final Fantasy VII remake. Imagine if they did that for every single Final Fantasy game. I don't think they will.
Everyone. That's right. That entire cutscene was optional and a waste of time. I would have came here anyways. Speaking of coming,
It's Lady Sarah.
everyone, be safe. Promise me you'll come back to Sasune when your duty is done, or Sasun, however you pronounce it.
Bye.
Fear not, our word is our bond. We shall return. Scar the Firefox never hits it and quits it.
Alrighty. And with that, now we head back to, what is it, Kazoot? We head back to the caboose. And see if the curse has been lifted for Sid and everybody in town. And Spirit is about to go like,
I don't want to go into town. I don't want to see my father.
Spirit leaves the party. Okay, well, apparently the humans are okay now.
Father.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Father.
So this is Taka, huh? I wonder what he sounds like. Oh gosh, I was gonna do something really, really bad. Okay. So, I have to explain this because of how bad it is. I was going to... Okay, so anyone who has watched Sailor Moon will obviously get that the voice I'm doing for Spirit is based off of Molly, the friend of Serena from the Deke dub all the way back then. She had this like Brooklyn accent. She would always talk like she's from Brooklyn, and she has like the sass.
I've always fallen for an older man, Serena.
So, thinking about that, I was like, maybe I should make another Sailor Moon reference. Why don't I give Taka here the voice of Nephrite? And then not Nephrite, yeah, it was Nephrite. And then I just remembered, Molly and Nephrite had a relationship, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. And now that I explained it, and how awkward it is, I'm gonna use the voice anyways.
Spirit, you're alright. Thank the heavens. Aye. Don't cry, Father. Everything's looking... It doesn't matter. I was so worried about you. Now let's go home.
Yeah, Nephrite had like a really weird voice in the Dick dub.
Wait, Father.
Well, I guess she's left our party. Spirit left the party. So what happens if we just leave now? Yeah, we could go on an adventure. You know what? Let's go and get Sarah back. She was pretty cool. Everyone just casually hates Spirit in this universe.
Finally, we can go back to working in the mithril mines.
Hooray! Underpaid overworking! Let's take a quick look at the magic shop.
We hope the mithril is forged by a trained smith. It gains special properties.
You know what? Let's not do any shopping until we get Spirit back. Just in case. I want to actually know what we're getting. Hey, Moogle.
Welcome to Magnet, Cooper. Our service lets you read letters. Wow, you got no letters? Nobody loves your bitch ass. Have you been to Now Valley? It's the only passage in the many mountains that connects inner and outer Sasuna. But there's a big rock blocking the way now. My grandma lives in Kanan, but there's no way I can go see her. Oh well, I guess that old witch is going to die soon.
Sorry.
Now that the curse has been lifted, it's time to get back to business to defeat the Huns.
What's that? What do you, can't you see I'm busy?
By the way, dude, aren't you gonna question the fact that your daughter is looking like a thief? Like a barbarian?
I'm sorry. I want to go with you, but I don't think my father would let me.
Well, I guess we can't go anywhere anymore. Maybe if we leave the village, we'll get like a cutscene similar to Princess Sarah. Oh, actually, you know what? I just remembered. The whole reason why we actually came here. Not to see Spirit's father or to see if anyone is alright, but to get permission from Sid to use his airship. Because screw everybody else, apparently. Wow, Sid looks a little, what's the word? Santa Clausian in this game. And I love it. Good work. I knew you'd pull it off the moment I saw you.
Oh, I didn't realize that was your normal voice. I thought that was just the ghostly voice.
Well, you thought wrong. I'm literally the only person who has this voice. I guess you can make better use of my airship than I can myself. But first, I want you to take me back to Kanan. Mrs. Sid's been waiting a mighty long time for me to come back. So much so that I have actually passed. I am an unsent, and I have joined your party so that I may be able to be sent by a summoner. Sid has joined our party, unfortunately as a guest party member. Wouldn't it be funny if he just replaced Spirit at this point? It looks like I'm not a ghost anymore. Ah, sweet mortality, how I have missed you.
Have you been to this town's mithril mines? I've gotta tell you a secret, so listen up. There's a hidden passageway in those tunnels. I heard that you can find it in the corner of the first room. I'd go look for it, but that place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What happens if we talk to Sid? You know what? If we put a mithril ram on the airship, we might just plow through that rock. Taka and Kazus could build us one, I reckon. Hey, wasn't Spirit with you? Even though I didn't actually see her with you guys because you talked to me beforehand and then you never came back.
She was, but her dad took her back home.
Huh. At least it's good to know she's safe and sound. Now that I think about it, I think Spirit is the only character out of the main quadruplets that does actually have a parental figure who's still alive. Is it going to be revealed like later on in the game that that's actually not her father, but like her adopted father or something like that? She was actually born from dragons. I don't know. And then it turns out she was actually born from a Lunarian. And then Spirit becomes a paladin.
But that's no good. She's supposed to come with us on our journey.
Which means we gotta get her back. Any Phoenix Downs? Nope, okay. Wondering when we can purchase Phoenix Downs, because those are definitely going to be useful. Yo, dude, we need you to build us something. Also, give us your daughter. So,
Shit, you old duck. It's good to see you. And not through you again.
or not through you again, okay. Funny little pun. Yeah, I hear ya. Say, Taka, we were thinking of busting that rock and delve with the airship. but I reckon we'd need a mithril ram on the ship's bow. Think you can hack one together?
No. A mithril ram, eh? Sounds feasible. Wait here and I'll smith you one in no time. Spirit, give me a hand on the way, will you?
Okay, Dad.
Spirit just drops all the metal pipes.
Done and done.
I just remembered what Nephrite's voice is supposed to be.
Your airship has been fitted to the ram. You'll find it outside Kazoos. Don't ask how I was able to bring your airship all the way back here.
He basically had like a Muscle Man type of voice before Muscle Man was even a thing. And I've always been terrible at making a Muscle Man impression. Sterling handiwork as always, Taka, and fast too. Let's set her up and bust some boulders. Remix! Alright then. So what, is the plot twist going to be that when we go to the airship, Spirit is going to be there or something? That's kind of what it feels like. Oh. Speaking of... I swear I actually don't remember this part.
You guys are late. What? But I thought, shouldn't you be... We all promised the Crystal we'd go on a journey. And I don't want to be a smith just yet. I am thankful for Father to taking care of an orphan like me all these... Oh. But this is something I have to do.
I actually completely forgot that was revealed right here. Yeah, I don't remember if I actually got this far in my scrapped Let's Play, but, so they're all orphans, like legit orphans, got it. Only one of them actually has a living adopted parent. Don't know what happened to the mother, but, you know. Well, I mean, maybe there wasn't a mother. Maybe there wasn't a wife to, Taka.
Wait, you're an orphan too? Orphan buddies! Two? You mean...
I'm one too. I murdered my parents the day I was born.
Wait a minute. I too have no parents.
And I have no parents too, because I'm an old man, and they're dead.
It can't be a coincidence. The Crystal must have known.
Sounds like it's gonna be an interesting journey. Now let's go break that rock. Are we actually forced to do it? Because I actually do want to go back and... Ah, yay, I can actually go shopping again.
Yay, shopping!
Oh, wow. Okay, so Spirit doesn't say, like, I don't want to go anymore. Spirit has left the party. Thanks to Taka's mithril ram, the airship's a whole lot hardier. Now let's go show that rockin' elf who's boss, eh? Any dialogue with the Spirit? Thanks to Taka's mithril ram, we'll be able to bust the balls of that boulder. Thanks to the ram, let's just get on with it. What happens if we go talk to Spirit's father again?
Hey, Spirit. Hey, Spirit. Are you doing okay? They feeding you? Come back home safe, you hear?
Wow, he actually accepts his daughter, his daughter's decision to leave. That's actually kind of sweet. All right, let's go and get us some magic. So we do have Blizzard. We don't have Sleep, but I feel like I'm not really gonna use Sleep. And Fire is the thing that I wanted to get, because as we have established, Scar and his hot dragon girlfriend have got it going on. Although I probably should get Fire for Maluki as well. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get some Fire there. Spirit has ice, so... You know what? In terms of the character, Maluki does in fact use both fire and ice, so I think it's more advantageous to do this. Also, apparently I pressed the wrong button, and... Wow, so the background actually does change depending on your location. That's really cool. That means that they had to actually create multiple backgrounds for this game whenever you're talking to your side characters or guest characters. Again, pretty cool. You could tell there was a lot of work and love put into Final Fantasy III, the 3D remake. And this is the reason why I really wanted to play this game back in the day, and why I'm actually really happy to play it now. Alright, what type of weapons do you have? Ooh! That, I believe, yeah, that is way stronger than the sword that Maluki has. So let's go with the Mithril Sword. We'll go with 2 Mithril Knives. I don't really care about the Mithril Rod because Druid can't use it. No, I keep pressing the wrong button, dang it. It's too bad you can't get armor from me because I'm useless. Alright, Mithril Knife. We'll have her dual wield. So, Mithril Sword is definitely better. Now let's go check to see what armor we can get. Oh, what did she say? Hold on. I'm sorry, he.
Thank you. I've gotten so used to looking like a ghost, I almost started thinking like one, and looked for places to haunt.
Well, good thing you didn't. Alright, so we have a lot of mithril stuff. Ooh, yeah, this is all new, all better.
All new, all better mithril armor.
We'll get one of each for now, because I feel like if we go into the caverns up north, they did say there's stuff that we can find up there. I want to see if there is a way to get some items there. We'll go with the mithril bracer here. Yeah, okay, that's good. This will also give us a chance to build up our repertoire. Oh, Magnet. Let's see if there's anything from Magnet. Nope, still nothing yet. Now, if I remember correctly, there are a couple of optional side quests that you can do involving Magnet. I believe if we go back to the cave where the crystal was, there's something we can find there. Also, let's zoom in. There's apparently a corner in the first room that we can enter in. That's not a corner. Also, apparently there are encounters here. Oops. Okay. First of all, we advance. Magic. No, we'll just do an attack. As much as I do want to steal from these guys, it's also pretty advantageous to take them out as fast as possible, so... Ooh, I love the color scheme of the mithril weapons and shields. Go, my tiny monk! Honestly, it probably might be advantageous to just make a druid into a monk for now. He's not really doing much as a white mage, after all. Although everyone is definitely putting in the work. Druid is like, I helped! Okay, let's switch out his job real quick. I really wish there were better weapons, or just weapons at all that we could use as a white mage, but we can't. Honestly, I think it's just better to keep him as that. Mostly because of the fact that we're building up his job level. Okay, so this is the corner that they were talking about. Is this like an optional dungeon, or is this something that we have to go through for later plot reasons? I don't know, but let's explore it anyways. Again, if there's any, like, good loot here involving Mithril, then, hey, that saves us some money. It'll also allow us to do some grinding. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is... I know I made a joke about it, but I think I am serious when it comes to grinding for potions off of the goblins in the plains. So I'm gonna just constantly, like, steal spam. I probably won't get 99 potions, but I'll get enough. Speaking of, let's see what we can steal from these guys. We failed to steal. Well, isn't that just great? They're probably gonna die anyways. Yeah, they're definitely gonna die. I'm genuinely curious, what is the steal rate in this game? How does it work? Because I know each game... Ah, yeah, so it's a good thing we didn't purchase a lot of these things. We did get 2 mithril swords? I guess we didn't need to buy the mithril sword then. Wait a minute. You know, it might be advantageous to wield 2 mithril swords. Look at that damage right there. And he is the warrior after all, so I guess it does make sense. Hey, look at that. We didn't need to spend money on the 2 mithril swords, because obviously we were going to buy 2 mithril swords. I don't want to waste it. Yeah, because like every single Final Fantasy game has its own different formula when it comes to stealing. Some games, there's like a dedicated stat for steal. Oh my gosh, look at those swords. It's just, it looks so hokey. And that definitely did some damage.
I failed to steal because I wasn't able to actually see the enemy.
Spirit, you actually stole from Luki. And you stole his heart.
Yay, I stole his heart.
Funnily enough, Sid hasn't done a single thing in battle. Because even though he's our guest party member, I don't actually know if Sid can do anything. Maybe he can. Alright, well, since that was a bust, let's go and purchase some mithril stuff for everybody. Let's see. We have 1 of each, so... Oh, that's right! Some characters can't equip everything, so... Let's get 2 mithril bracers. 2 mithril gloves. 2 mithril helms. I think a shield is fine, and 2 more of these. There we go. We had just enough money to purchase all that we needed. I really feel like we don't need any more. Yeah, we don't really need any more stuff. We have too much stuff! Surprisingly, the thief is able to equip the mithril armor. Man, our defense is going up on all these characters. The only one that doesn't have high defense is Druid, but that's for obvious reasons. He's the tiny little squishy black mage. I'm sorry, white mage. A mage that is so squishy that just touching him will cause him to fall. Mmm, delicious sparkles. Sparkling water has always been good. I know that wasn't sparkling water, but like, it's been a long time since I've had sparkling water. I know a lot of people don't really like sparkling water all that much in my family because that's the reason why we never really get it. Oh, well, anyways, we just threw our airship towards the boulder, and I believe that means that we actually just destroyed our airship. Yeah, we just... What was the purpose of that? We created a drill in order to get through the boulder, And instead of actually drilling through it, it blew up our ship. Well, there goes Sid's prized possession.
Yeah. Well, all's well that ends well.
Sid is just crying on top of the rubble. My ship! My ship! Oh well. So with that, we can actually move forward, and oh my gosh, other enemies! What the heck is this? Bazaka! Masaka! Oh, he's here! Okay, he uses fire magic, and apparently the Berserker was incredibly weak. Well, definitely didn't see that coming. Also, I just realized something. I forgot. I wanted to go and check the cave, because I did mention this. There might be a side quest over there. So, it seems like the status effects do in fact stay, and there's no way of getting rid of them through the fountain. Now, if we go back to do they have a better fountain where we can heal? Because they had like 2 fountains. There was one for revival, and there was one for healing. Nothing happened. Okay, so the revival one doesn't do anything. Do you have anything to say? Nope. Never forget what Topapa told us. I just remembered. Oh, wait, new cutscene. Oh, my back. Well, that was entertaining, wasn't it? Good to see everyone's intact. Oh, right, we're talking about the airship.
It's weird. I feel as if we've done this before.
Did you hit your head or something? We'd never even seen an airship until we met Sid.
Interesting. Any more dialogue? Oh, my back.
I'm getting a weird sense of deja vu.
Well, of course you have deja vu. You played this game before.
I believe in the iOS version, which was like, 5-6 years ago since I last played it, I got all the way to the next crystal. And that's about it. Don't forget to save your progress. Alright, so there's really nothing new here. And I guess the only way to get rid of this blindness is to constantly talk to Sid. Oh, thank goodness I have this option. The wonders of using PPSSPP. Not only is it convenient, but it's also a really funny name. PPSSPP. But for some reason, has a really long load time, and I don't really get that. I don't get you, I don't get you at all. Also, since we're no longer doing stuff at the castle, let's use Maluki. So let's explore this cave real quick. This is the cave that we used to get out of the crystal chamber. Actually, I don't think we were here before. Maybe? I think this leads to, like, the underground passageways, but, we can't really get to the crystal chamber anymore or something. Oh, right, I have her set to attack. I want her to steal just to see what the enemies have. Honestly, that might be better and more advantageous for us. Oh, speaking of, does this game have a feature where you can keep your cursor in battle? Ah, there it is. Memorize. I want to change that to memorize, and you know what? Let's change the default move to run. Surprised I never did that before. There we go. No longer do I have to hold down the B button. And menuing will be much easier. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff here. A longsword? Wow, I really should have came here earlier. Bronze bracers. Sleep. Yeah, I completely forgot about these things. Okay, so he's a magic red mage. We'll do stealing with her and then advance with Scar. We don't really have to worry about using up our arrows anymore. Oh, thank you, Sid, for... Wow, okay, Sid is actually... Sid! Representing! Sid just casually nullifying that battle for us. Bronze Knuckles... Longsword. Yeah, this would have been great as a setup. Anyways, there's a hole here. It's gone now. Let's fall into it. Alright, everybody, welcome to the next Kalpa. Oh, wait, wrong floor. Wrong hole. Alright. Oh, so this is the passageway. This is where we were at the beginning of the game when we were playing as just Maluki. So if we explore this entire place, we'll eventually find an exit. And I believe the healing lake is still here as well. And the encounter rate is apparently very low. The Forever Onion group. Well, that's funny. Onion Knights, the class Onion Knight, or I'm sorry, job as they code in this game, is a thing that we can use. It is not the thing that we start as. And I'm kind of looking forward to finding it, because I really want to see how good the Onion job actually is in the 3D remake. So let me tell you, in the original version, the Onion was how you started, and they kind of sucked. This game is just making me want to eat onions. Has anyone ever had, like, the desire to just get a big onion and just take, like, a big bite out of it? I think I might be the only one. What can I say? I was raised on onions and garlic. The residential Wario.
Nah.
Oh, okay, so it just takes us back here to the crystal. So I could have sworn there was a side quest here, but maybe we have to activate it? I don't remember how we activate it. Also, we just left Sid there. I like how Sid was just standing and just like, oh, now what do I do? And then the crystal's like, Sid, you are also the warrior of light. You are our last hope. It's like these things are just selling the warrior of light shtick like candy. Maybe we have to come over here. Oh, there's a little girl. There's a little Goyle.
Oh, hey, Maluki. I'm picking flowers.
Good for you, little Goyle. I always thought it was like Freelancer, it's only good when you master the other jobs. Yeah, that's what it is in Final Fantasy Tactics. I think in this game, it might be, well, specifically the 3D version. It's good after you get to like level 90. And by that point, you're kind of already ready to finish the game. In Final Fantasy V had a similar thing. The Freelancer job class was it Freelancer? Was it the job that you start out as? It's either that or an extra job that is basically the same thing that you unlock at the end of the game. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played Final Fantasy V. But basically, that class gets better the more jobs you master, and it allows you to equip 2 abilities instead of 1. So you can... Game? That was concerning. that was a really long loading screen, so I was worried, like, did the emulator crash? Oh no. But no, yeah, I remember my playthrough of Final Fantasy V. I don't know who it was. It was probably like Ferris or someone. I think it was Ferris. I made her... No, it was Reyna. I'm pretty sure it was Reyna. Or Lena, whichever translation you're going with, that I made into the Freelancer because, like, the Freelancer has, like, really good stats, but only if you level up and master other jobs. Gosh, despite the fact that I played that game for the channel, I really want to go back to Final Fantasy V again. That was such a phenomenal retro Final Fantasy game. I had so much fun. And it's not just because I did the Valley Girl X Death voice, although that was a really fun thing to do. At this moment, I'm having a lot of fun giving Spirit the Sailor Moon Molly voice. And I'm gonna have even more... Ah, Topapa! This is what we needed to do. We needed to come back to this village. How are you? I don't remember what Topapa sounded like. But I guess I'll just make him sound like what his name sounds like to me. Topapa! Maluki, Druid, how fare you? Ur's just not the same without you two. Everyone here misses you, and we all pray for your safe return. Despite the fact that we're literally here. So I really don't remember how to activate this side quest. I know it involves a bunch of kids you have to find in that cave. But honest to goodness, I do not remember when or where you can activate it. You have my praise, or I'm sorry, you have my praise for your deeds in Kazus. I wish you success on the rest of your journey. Maybe I'll have to look it up later, after the stream, to figure out how to activate this. I always thought it was like Freelancer, it's only... Oh, sorry, I already read that. Your game stopping like that gave me PTSD! Man, what was the game that did that a lot? Digimon World DS, when I was playing that game for the channel. I didn't know this. My friend Hydra told me afterwards, but if you use the speed up feature for that game on an emulator, for some reason it messes the game up and causes like mass crashing. Like every single time I did a session of that, 40 minutes in, the game would just crash. So it got to a point where once we got like halfway into the series, I got so many crashes that ruined sessions that I was like, okay, from this point forward, I'm not using speed up, I'm not using, ooh, wolf, I'm not using a wolf. I'm not using speed up, I'm not using save states, nothing like that. A mandrake? It's certainly a man, alright. Holy fish paste, it's a guy! And a werewolf, okay. I like how... I get what they did with the mandrake. It's supposed to look like a man because it's a mandrake. You're so funny, game. Alright, what do we steal from the wolf? The wolf had a potion! I really need to make him into a monk. I'm already seeing a really big problem with having a white mage this early. We have absolutely no weapons for him. He's doing absolutely nothing because I do not want to spend my mana charge. Sue me. I'm stingy. Oh, we just lighted that wolf up. Oh. Good job, everyone. I think for the next stream, I'm getting really tired of seeing everybody's legs at the bottom of the screen. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to make a separate layer for the characters in the background. Because like I drew all of us for this playthrough. And what I should probably do is have the background as a separate layer, have the characters as a layer on top, and just move them downward so all their heads are at the bottom of the screen. Because, like, there's a lot of... I went dark there for a second. There's a lot of, like, screen space at the bottom that I can just use for something. Also, I am so happy that I am playing PPSSPP, and I am not dealing with the whole weird thing that Nocturne was doing, where if I alt-tab, it just... Game, stop scaring me! What is with these load times? Okay, that's something that scares me. Anyways, the fact that SMT Nocturne on Steam, every time you alt-tab off of the window, it just freezes the entire game until you alt-tab back in. I never like that, and there's no way to turn it off. With PPS's PP, I'm able to control the game and input my commands even when I'm not in the window. So I am on OBS, I'm able to see the actual, like, volume mix. This is like having a second screen. I now see why people say everybody should get a second screen. It's really nice. That also means I could probably just put up the chat next to the OBS window now that I think about it. Food for thought for the next stream.
Thank you for your help, lads. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. I know you probably want to get your hands on a new airship. Well, I'm the man for the job. But you'll have to meet King Argus, or Argoth, depending on your translation. First, see, I only made the airships whole. The king's the one who knows the secret of creating airship engines.
You mean to tell me that your name is Sid, and you didn't create your entire airship? What kind of Sid from Final Fantasy is this? My stream crashed yesterday and we lost 2 hours of progress. Oh no! How did you... Okay, so how was it lost? Was the stream just, like, deleted or something? Or did, Or did you not save at all? Was it one of those moments? Because, oh my gosh, I know that pain. I know both pains, honestly. Actually, no, I don't think I've ever had a stream just get deleted. That was my friend Nexus, actually. But streams crashing or emulators crashing, which results in me losing like a bunch of progress. Yeah. That's SMT Nocturne right there. Having 2 screens is a godsend when it comes to streams, or I'm sorry, games that freeze when alt-tabbed, or I'm sorry, games that freeze when alt-tabbed. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think my computer can support double screens, because like it requires like extra CPU power, or depending on which one you set it to. But my PC is old, so and I probably can't use those two, or I can't use 2 screens.
Come see me again once you've spoken to King Argus. Let's hope he's not an asshole like he is in Tactics.
And then he takes one look at Spirit and is like, "What is this common wench woman doing in your party? This godless, raving fool right here." Now the GameCube crashed and we didn't save in a bit. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I know that pain. That's why I've gotten into the, well, I've always had this mentality when it comes to video games, especially when it comes to RPGs. I save often because there's always that big chance that you'll just lose like a ton of progress, either through dying or just the game crashing on you. So there's a couple of, oh gosh, there's a armor shop here. Please tell me it doesn't sell better armor than the mithril stuff. Okay, thank goodness. I felt like this was going to be another moment of like,
Oh no, I spent all my money on armor and weapons in the last town, and now we got to this town in little to no trouble at all, and now we spent all overkill and we can't get any more new stuff. Ah.
There's actually a lot of games that do that, and it kind of infuriates me. Funny how the magic shop is only housed by a black mage and never a white mage. Also, thunder. Thunder, rain, and lightning. Thunder, rain, and lightning. Alright. Who are we giving that to? I'm thinking... Luki already has magic, right? He has all of his level 1 magic, yes. Can we actually... Oh, look at that! We can actually remove magic and exchange... Hold on a minute! You can exchange magic? What? Hold on. Does it exchange all the spells, though? there he is. Spirit. Spell exchanged. Uh-huh. So, if we go back to Maluki, he has Poisona from Druid. So he did exchange from Druid. Okay, let's exchange there. Maluki has Blizzard and Cure, which is what Spirit had. Wow, you could just... It's literally like equipment. You equip your magic into like 4 different like character slots and you just exchange between each other. That's cool. That means if like Maluki wasn't a mage anymore and then I make another character mage, I could still use all these spells that I have. That's awesome. What happens if I remove something though? Does it mean that I just get rid of the spell entirely or does it turn it back into an item? I don't know. In any case, we have... ooh, that's level 2. Okay, since he's a red mage, let's teach him Thunder. Druid, you can go to sleep. Druid, you can go to sleep. You spent all our money...
You spent all our money, Mr. Squidward. Now I can afford this +1 mithril dagger.
Well, joke's on you. I got 2 mithril daggers in that cave. Now I'm dual-wielding mithril daggers. I wish I was kidding. Speaking of, do you sell any new weapons here? The great... Oh, dang it! So, the mithril sword was definitely sold in the last place. The great bow, however, is new. And iron arrows... Oh man, that's just all around better. Although to be fair, no one's using bows and arrows right now. But we will eventually. Oh, a treasure. First and foremost, what does Magnet have to say to us? Kupo. Nothing, Kupo, because we're lonely. Alrighty. I really wanted to get to the point where we meet the character who's on the top right of the screen, because he's like my favorite character, but I don't think we'll be able to. Stream has been going on for a while. We were supposed to do a Dynasty Warriors 9 Empire stream, like literally like 2 minutes from now, but I rescheduled that because I'm gonna be honest, this day has been a weird one. I blame it on Thanksgiving. Just, the meal, the succulent meal that we had yesterday. Anyways, sorry for ruining your guys' ears. But that is it for Final Fantasy III today. Tomorrow will be SMT Nocturne and more Final Fantasy III. I was going to do Digimon, but I think I'm going to move that to next week so I can talk to Hydra and see how we're going to deal with that. But with that said, thank you everybody for joining this stream. It was a blast to play this game. I am so happy to be playing this because, like, I've said it before in this stream, but I have really high nostalgia for this game, despite only being able to play it like 5 years ago. But I've always had the desire to play this ever since I got a PSP and Dissidia. You can't avenge your lost love, Kupo. I can try, damn it, I can try. But with that said, look forward to some more streams tomorrow. And, as per usual, shoutouts to the Patreon. Thank you very much to patrons Scar the Firefox and Gecko Moments for supporting the channel. And if you want to support the channel, allow me to, be supported, force me to play whatever game you desire, or any other thing from those tiers, well, you know where to go. So with that said, thank you all for joining. Gecko, are you going to stream tonight? If so, then everybody join Gecko's channel if he's going to stream tonight. If not, still subscribe to him anyways because he's a cool streamer. With that said, I'm going to go get something to eat because I'm starting to feel hungry. So, thank you everybody for joining, and I'll see you all next time.